Smoke weed every day.
Here comes the endless goddamn soundboard.
Keeping it on lockdown. All world is in the building.
Robin, he's just going to play more now because you said that.
Welcome to my hood.
My hood. My hood.
There ain't nothing
normal.
My bad.
My hood.
Everything paranormal. Everything paranormal.
Yeah.
If you stay dirty, we got something for you. Open up the door, you can be immortal.
Yeah.
If you really drive around, step into the
Buckle up, I'ma show you where it's at. We gon' burn a couple blunts, we gon' pop a couple caps. I ain't talking about 4-5s from the strap. Psilocybin driving, so we headed off the map. What you know about? Tasting color, seeing sound with a crystalline. Turning nothing into something when we out the minds. Vandalizing lies with the truth. Ain't nobody wanna say it's proof. All we ever wanted was the answers.
Very yellow.
But our vision keep us phantom. Phantom black man, ghost writing in a pentagram. I'm from the place where our thoughts meet the program. Not too many open to the power that they hold. Just know that when we shine, it's the reflection of your soul. Supreme beings moving, watch the galaxy implode. We are not alone. If you're not normal, welcome home. Yeah.
Welcome to my hood.
My hood. My hood.
There ain't
Ain't
nothing
nothing normal.
You can take a walk in my hood.
My hood.
Everything paranormal.
Paranormal.
Everything paranormal.
Yeah.
If you stay dirty, we got something for you.
Something for you.
Open up the door, you can be immortal.
Yeah.
If you really try to ride, step into the
Yeah, I gotta hold on to this feeling. I be seeing visions through the folds of the prism. Projecting all wishes, anything I want is given. Paranormal vision, you can call it supervision. Control the superstition, make them wonder how we do it. They seen us in the mud, now we out here making music with the paranormal movement that's stronger than what you deal with. If Jesus was just a fraud, then hallelujah for Judas. Caesar is not the mob, so it just had to be Brutus. They hate when we on our job, cause persecution is useless. Proof that what we doing is more than just making music. Utilizing the truth, drop it off in the hood, showing what's really good. The feeling is understood. We know just what it means to get it by all means. Supreme beings moving, watch reality explode. We are not alone. If you're not normal, welcome home. Yeah.
Welcome to my hood.
My hood. My hood. Ain't nothing normal.
You can take a walk in my hood.
My hood.
Everything paranormal.
Paranormal.
Everything paranormal.
Yeah.
If you stay dirty, we got something for you.
Something for you.
Open up the door, you can be immortal.
Yeah.
If you really try to ride, step into the portal.
It's my theme music. Every good hero should have some.
20,000 police in the whole town. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Can you dig
Shit. Smoke weed every day.
From Boston to outer space, we're going to take you all over the place. So sit back and enjoy the ride, because this is Paranormal Hood Live.
All right. You're going to learn today.
And you know this, man.
Just mad cause your ass is old. Hold up. Wait.
Axel.
If Robin would commit to rolling my blunts, we wouldn't be in this shit.
What's up with that, Robin?
Think I'm smart?
Not like everybody says. Like dumb, I'm smart, and I want respect.
Now,
Fuck off.
No, I'm here stuck rolling my blunts.
Good dog, KB. Good Big drops. Robin. Big
Sean side.
And Robin, you know, Robin.
Robin.
She's alright.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go that far.
She's muted. She doesn't realize that she's talking.
You're reading my mind, Jilly. I was.
And kick ass.
You're not supposed to tell her. You're supposed to make a little ass of herself.
And I'm all out of bubble.
I'm a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude.
You are listening to Parent.
First name is Deez, last name Nuts. Deez Nuts.
D's nuts. D's nuts. D's nuts.
What?
D's nuts. D's nuts.
Deez Nuts.
D's nuts.
Deez Nuts.
D's nuts. D's nuts. D's nuts. D's nuts. D's nuts. D's nuts.
These nuts.
D's nuts. D's nuts.
These nuts.
D's nuts. D's nuts. D's nuts.
Deez Nuts. Deez Nuts. Deez Nuts.
D's nuts. D's nuts.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my god. Stop your fucking lying.
That's a huge bitch.
This house is clean.
We.
This is Billy Carson, aka Forbidden Knowledge, and you're listening to Paranormal Hood Live Radio. They are the paranormal voice of the hood.
My favorite show on the internet. On the interwebs. I love that show so much. It is awesome.
God damn it! We lost. We fucking super lost, man. Tell them, McCluskey. Tell them what time it is.
I don't believe you people.
What? What do you mean, you people?
What do you mean? You people.
What do you mean, you people? It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal. You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
What's up, losers?
Hard-ons and
Hey.
helicopters.
All I know is my granddaughter didn't stand me up tonight.
She didn't stand me up. She had a prior engagement. That's all. I was completely understanding.
Okay. All right. That's fine then. Okay.
Okay. Okay. She looked at me. She said, "Hey, Laylo, I got stuff to do." Okay. I was like, "All right. Okay. Do your thug thistle." All right. All right. Okay.
Somebody's got a social life.
She is very popular. She does have quite the social life.
It's a Friday night.
has-
She's got stuff to do. We're all
She got
here.
stuff to do, places to go, people to see.
She said, "Listen, go home and go talk to your friends on the computer." I was like, "Okay."
Enemies to conquer, all that
Well,
stuff.
tomorrow night I got wrestling, so
Who you
Doesn't
wrestling,
matter.
John?
Sunday is football.
it's Sunday football.
Wait, are the fucking Red Sox making a comeback yet? They were getting their asses kicked by the Yankees earlier. Fuck. It's sports time. It's about to be, oh my, it's like to be the best time of year because you're going to have football, basketball, and hockey. Like, whoa.
I've got an
Oh
NHL
my
team
God.
finally.
Oh, they
I won't be
fucking,
going to the games because we can't afford them, but we got an NHL team.
shit, nobody can afford them fucking games. Are you fucking kidding me? Hey, can somebody do me a favor? Can anybody go on Twitter and see if this thing is streaming on Twitter? So apparently what they did now with StreamYards is they switched out the whole Twitch thing for a straight Twitter streams. I don't know how that works. So I don't know if anybody can see it.
So I'll just look at your page and see if you're streaming.
Yeah, I just wonder how it works. Like, I have no clue what that shit does. It just is like, this is an option now. I was like, all right, fuck it. I'll take the option.
Does it show live? I'm tapping it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Twitch is a Twitter thing?
How does it look and sound?
See if you see it.
You going to do what?
I just commented. See if you can see that I did a comment on Twitter because you're
Oh.
live on Twitter.
I don't know where I would
Oh,
see it
see
at, though.
it.
I don't even know if it's going to come through on here. I don't see it on here.
And I can get notifications. There's it says two people watching.
Well,
Yeah. I'm on my own Twitter page. I don't even see how it fucking works. Like, nowhere does it show me that I'm live. Unless, hold on, let me go
oh,
to
there it is. I see it. I just
Yeah.
farted you.
Yep, there's 4. Yeah, you got 4 people watching now.
Yeah, interesting. Oh yeah, there it is. But it just seems like, how does it? I don't know.
Share
Okay.
screen.
All right.
Okay, so I'm retweeting.
You do that,
I
Robin.
had retweeted. I
Yeah.
guess I will retweet this then.
Retweet the retweet.
I'll retweet the retweet that I already retweeted. How about that?
You're gonna tweet the tweet that was tweeted by a
I'm gonna
tweeter,
tweet again. I'm twitting again.
and then Robin's gonna twat it. Who's coughing? Is that Robin?
No.
That was Robin. Sounds like a dude. That
Oh.
was Robin. Robin got that manly cough.
Oh, you asshole. I muted when I coughed.
So it looks like because I had retweeted it when you posted it, and it looks like it automatically, that's what's showing live on my page.
I mean, cool. I just don't see it. I don't know.
We're live.
That's so funny. Yeah, on my page, like I could click and we're live.
Yeah, there we are. I see us on Twitter. We're live.
Oh shit!
Dog.
Not Twitter.
You guys see the thumbnail?
Did we get another
kitty
cat?
That's Tiger.
Beautiful eyes.
She's the runt of the litter, but she likes to hide in boxes. I just happened to know. I didn't know she was in the box, and I heard something move, and she peeked out, so I just took a picture of it.
Very cute.
Yes.
So how many do you have?
There's 4 of them.
Cats?
There's 4.
That's a lot of litter boxes. Holy fuck.
Okay. Well, not if you have the expensive, crazy ass fucking robot fucking litter box.
Oh, that scoops itself.
It does. That shit is insane. Like what it does. Like those things are ridiculous. They're literally like robots that just sit there and take care of shit for you.
And it's their only job. Isn't that wonderful?
Exactly. Oh, I mean, people who work in sewers, that's their only job.
Hey, everybody's got to be someplace.
Hey, somebody's got to do it.
Yeah, I'm glad they do.
The shitty job, someone's got to do it, right?
It wouldn't be me.
Oh man, I totally respect like the guys who drive the big dumpsters and wheel those things out.
I respect the motherfuckers who like go into sewerage tanks, can't see a foot in front of their face, and do shit like that. Anybody like high line workers, those dudes who work the crazy power lines and windmills and shit like that. I respect people like that. That's
Or the
not
guys
average work.
on the scaffolding doing the high rises. Holy fuck.
Oh yeah, I have friends who are iron workers, and I tell them they're all fucking crazy. I'm like, y'all are fucking batshit crazy.
I can't imagine. They need to be paid more. Whatever they're being paid, they need.
Oh,
to
they
be paid
no.
more.
I mean, I know that they make good money. I have a couple of friends who they make really good money, but
They
it's
do.
so much safer now than think about like when your grandparents did or your great grandparents doing that shit. Like there was no safety back then. There was none. These dudes would just walk around up there with no safety lines, nothing. Eat lunch hanging off the side of scaffoldings and shit. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
My
Change light
friend's
bulbs off of them.
my friend's dad was a welder, and he worked on bridges, and he used to have to weld like upside down.
Yeah, they do crazy
Like,
shit.
how do you even do that? I don't know.
Think about people who do underwater welding. There's literally people who get paid to do that shit.
Yeah, he was making like $250 grand a year,
I'm sure.
and he was only working like maybe 9 months.
Yeah.
Jill, think about the Boston Harbor, the guy who had to dredge the Boston Harbor. Like how much he was probably making like $100 a fucking hour to be out there overnight dredging the fucking harbor with that fucking scoop thing, whatever they fucking use, whatever the fuck you call it.
Seriously.
Or the people like when they buried the not the O'Neill tunnel. What's the third tunnel that goes right into Roxbury?
There was
Is it the Ted Williams? It might be, the Ted Williams
Ted
tunnel.
Williams is still, I thought, isn't that when you come off the Tobin?
I don't think so. That's the one off the Tobin. No,
Yeah,
that's
like when you come off the Tobin
No.
Bridge and you're about to go on to like start like right before Sturrow.
that bridge doesn't even have that little tunnel doesn't even have a name. That's
It
a small
actually
ass
does have
tunnel.
a name.
You're talking
does.
about one is the tip of the two major ones next to the God is the Tip O'Neill and the thing, but the other one, the
That's
Ted
what I'm
Williams
thinking
tunnel,
of is the Tip
yeah,
O'Neill.
the Tip O'Neill. But no, the Ted Williams tunnel should be the new one. But when they made that, so what they did was they had to bring in sections of this underground shit, and they had to sink it. So when they sunk it, they had these people who had to go down and do work, and these motherfuckers ran out of oxygen and died down there because there's no oxygen down there whatsoever.
Yeah. I remember when it was like on the news.
Yeah, it was a big
on the
deal.
news.
It was a real big deal.
Yeah. I used to drive through the Sumner sometimes as like a way to get around if the Tobin or whatever was bad. I hate that tunnel. I get so claustrophobic, and it's and they were doing all this road work right before the entrance too. But like I used to hold my breath, like literally going the first few times driving through that tunnel, because you are so close. If you, God forbid, you break down, you got no place to go.
Yeah,
You're
there's
backing
nothing.
up
It's
the
2
whole
lanes.
fucking tunnel.
It's 2 lanes. That's it. But
It's
those are
2
the
lanes.
Callahan and the thing of something of the original tunnels. That's why.
Yeah, and buses. So I'd be driving during like school time. So I have school buses flying by me, and I would just literally hold my breath the whole time I was going underneath it.
Oh, geez.
And remember, at one point, literally coming from the city of Boston, that pretty much was the only way you would get into the airport. So you had to go through those fucking tunnels.
Well, luckily I didn't, because I was coming from, you know, the North Shore, but yeah, any other way you had to
Oh,
go.
God damn, this is good. What is this shit? This is
Wow,
really good
look
shit.
at that.
Oh, dang.
He's like not even listening to anything we're saying.
I hear what you're saying, but all of a sudden I
joking.
just got this taste. Like, this shit just has incredible flavor. I don't even know which one this is.
Is that Smoke King's brand?
Nope.
It's something, something different?
Mm-hmm.
Does it have a name?
They told me, I don't remember, because I got 2 different ones. I didn't mark the bags.
Hmm.
So I don't know what they are. But this one is really, really good. Like, it's really flavorful. This is like fucking smoking candy right now.
Dang.
It really is. Like, I'm not even bullshit. Like, you rarely hear me say anything about weed. But the flavor of this, like, it's got an incredible fucking flavor to it. It literally, I feel like I'm smoking candy. Like, I get the sweet flavor after it. It's pretty awesome.
Tempting.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Sorry you guys aren't close enough to share. Sorry.
Love them terpenes.
Yeah, he seems real sorry.
I would share. Do I seem like we share? Ask anybody fucking who's been in our studio. We
I
definitely
was joking.
know. As if.
Whatever.
Yeah, Eileen Ebony, good to see you. Out of mine. I don't know who else is up in there.
Eileen, Deb, well,
Eileen, you know, you're all just, I don't know if I've ever put this out there. You're more than welcome to come join us anytime live. You don't have to stay in the chat. You don't have to show your face. You can use a voice change if you need to, whatever. But you just let me know anytime and I will absolutely shoot you
and
a link.
Eileen is darling. She's cute as a little bug. I hope she would. I hope she would come on.
Yeah, isn't she like, where are you from? Scotland or something? Where's she from?
I think she's Scotland, yeah.
Scotland, right? Yeah. So I'd love to hear her accent. I would love to hear your accent, Eileen.
Oh, I bet Wales. She's Welsh, yeah.
Sorry, okay.
Right. That's an acceptable joke.
I got to be careful with that. You remember I got in trouble with that shit before.
Yeah, I know. But was that acceptable? Because we can't talk about that now.
I thought Sean Connery was Welsh, Eileen. I don't know if you were ever privy to that conversations like 2 years ago. But it was more funny thing because I always thought Sean Connery was Welsh, and then I got kind of chewed out for that. He's Scottish. I'm like, okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sean Connery.
Highlander. There can only be some.
We can only become what dumb.
Some.
Jay, did you guys like the fact that we made somebody else's video? Did you see that, John Assad?
No, I did not.
We were showing it. I don't think you saw it last night. We showed some of it last night. But yeah, there's a video that was made that were snippets from this were taken and our conversations and stuff. They weren't talking about us. It was an attack on Lee and Jolly. But they pulled a couple of different clips from us and different shows and stuff to do it.
Yes. And actually, yeah, there's 2. They have 2. There's another video. It's just audio though. It's not us. But yeah. I clearly thought when I fell asleep last night because I didn't see you guys show it. I might have passed out.
Whose channel was it on?
It was some random channel. Oh, Jolly posted it.
Hold on, I got the. I know what the channel is. I started following it.
I can't remember if I saw it or not. I don't think I did.
I've seen a couple of things that posted where the lady went crazy on Lee for a little bit.
Well, yeah.
Her name's Lisa Lake. Her channel is it has like a weird name to it. It's like RU something. Hold on.
I think I was going to the lady they call Swamp Ape or something. I don't know. Just wanted somebody that she went off on Lee for a bit. I watched it like, I don't even hear you bad nothing.
I have no clue. I don't know who those people are at all. I don't know any of them.
It's some people that Lee dealt with in the past with the troubled teen industry stuff.
I mean, yeah, clearly. I mean, you can tell by what he was saying and stuff, but I just like, I don't. Because he mentions me. He's like, oh, I like this Jiggy guy or whatever. I don't even know I have no clue who that person is.
The channel is who are these people and why are they here? Now, that channel is run by someone named Lisa Lake. The guy who clipped us, his name, he was in the chat. He's Scotty Skater MMA.
MMA. Oh, that's what that was.
Yeah, because it's a guy. When they show us, they're talking about us, and it's a guy talking. It's him. You see his name, and he points out where he is in the chat. And I was trying to.
Oh, he definitely points out that it's him. Because I don't want to say it's somebody that's not possible. Because I know that Scotty guy has been in the chat a couple of times. I've seen him around a couple of times.
He's been a Jolly Lee show too.
All right.
Because it's that girl's channel. Her name, like Lisa Lake, is who has that channel. She must have clipped. So I don't know what show he was on where they were showing us though. I was trying to. His channel is like karate. So he must have been on someone else's YouTube. It looks like. But she took from all those different places, it looks like, to put them all together.
I guess.
That's a lot.
And there's another video too where she screenshotted stuff from. No, it wasn't your stream. It was one of Lee and Jolly's. But I saw my name. I saw Maggie's name and stuff.
Oh damn!
You've never seen Highlander, Eileen? Oh, blasphemy!
Oh my God!
I haven't either.
Just the first one.
Yeah, just the first one. That's all you need to see.
No, I've never seen the second one.
I have, but yeah, you just need to see the first one.
So when you first one I loved, being that most of my heritage now I found out is Scottish, but I was always told I was Scottish, and I was always told that one of my families is from the MacLeod clan. Awesome, love the movie, So I saw Sean Connery and Christopher Lambert talk about the second movie, and they were like, "Yeah, I wouldn't bother seeing it. We had to do it. They had it was within our contracts." And they brought me back. They changed the whole thing. I'm like, so I'd never seen it. Saw the third one and the fourth one, I think, and watched some of the series. Yeah. I've never seen the second film.
I only saw number one. That was good. That was okay.
Great fucking film.
Yeah, it starts out with wrestling too. I can remember wrestlers in that.
It's a great fucking film.
It's Freebirds and it's
that sucks though when actors don't get up for sequels because they don't realize that sometimes the crowd wants to see a sequel if it can be done right. But a lot of these actors don't want to do it. They feel that contractual obligation has to be met, and they just go into a half-ass. And I hate that. What's the point of even doing it?
When you look at the Highlander sequel, though, I know the premise because I've read it on Wikipedia and stuff, where they're not Highlander, they're not immortal beings. Now they're aliens, and 200 years in the future, and the world destroyed. And spoiler alert,
dude. That's like what happened with King. So have you seen Kong versus Godzilla?
Not yet. No. Every time you go to watch it, like you go live or something happens, or
can you fucking watch it so I can talk about it because you need to see it.
Which was the movie or TV?
You have to see it. It's so into the shit that we talk about in this community. It's like David Wilcox wrote this movie or Corey Good or somebody. It really is.
God.
Like that's how I judged that movie. I was like, whoa, wait, how did this get from what it? Huh? Like, okay, I guess, yeah, all right.
Well, I won't mind spoilers because I'm not going to see it.
Yeah, but I don't want to spoil it for him.
Well, Renee wants to watch it, so we're going to watch it. We'll probably watch
it. You guys watch it. Okay, yeah, do so Jiggy can spoil it.
Robin, give him a time period in which they have to watch it before I can spoil it.
I'm not the boss of him.
You're the oldest person here. I'm giving you seniority right now. Currently, take it and be happy.
No, I'm not the boss of John.
You're not the boss.
He's giving you some power, Robin. I would take it.
No, she'll take it when it's not given, though. See,
exactly. That's how she works. She's a habitual line stepper.
Oh, you fuckheads!
And she's a renegger.
Stop that.
But he said.
Where's my $2 million?
Boy, now
and weren't you supposed to get strippers and a fluffer and?
I haven't got my happy ending from appearing on her show.
Yes, I knew something else.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, John, you and Renee have till the end of Sunday to see that. Okay.
All right, baby.
Oh.
I'm working tomorrow, and I got wrestling tomorrow night, and the Seahawks play Sunday. So how about the end of
Well, you got to squeeze it in.
She said, "Come Monday night. Monday. If I do a stream Monday night, she said it's on, John. I don't know what to tell you.
No pressure.
I know.
Well, I got a full weekend.
That's too much responsibility. I don't want to do that anymore, Jiggy. I don't want to tell John what to do.
All right. Well, he's number 2 anyways. He can tell you go fuck yourself, but it sounded good.
Now he loves me.
Yeah, Sunday. I don't know. I'll have the grannies on, but I don't know how much attention I'll be paying because our game is at 1:00 on Sunday.
I
So,
know
yeah.
Jiggy says, sorry, I can't be on. It's sports ball day.
For the first game at 10, so like, all right, I'm out.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because it starts. That's what pissed me off when I was in Cali too. All the sports, I was like, why is the Niners game at like 10 a.m.? I was like, oh, it makes sense. It's like, okay, I get it. Duh.
I love that. I love playing it because I'm not spending. I got the morning and afternoon to watch football, and then the Sunday night game if I'm going to watch it.
I don't like the early games. I don't like the London games. I don't like getting up that early to watch football.
I know.
The game started at 7 in the morning.
Yeah, it's like, who wants to have a breakfast beer? Doesn't.
Well, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, you could brunch it out. You could brunch it for a football game. You could everything.
You realize that before coffee became popular, the most popular morning drink was beer.
What a way to start.
Well, she knows that. She remembers that. She was alive back then.
So she should, yeah.
I don't.
She remembers when water was the celebration drink because that's all they had. That's all that was around. There was nothing else. There wasn't no pineapple juice. There wasn't no coconuts. Nothing had grown yet. She was there before vegetation hit the earth.
I know. All we had was dirt.
And we were glad to have it.
We were grateful for the dirt. We traded in it. We bathed in it. We ate it. Yeah.
Named the planet after it.
Some things never
had sex with it.
Maybe
she
not.
said her first dildo was made of clay.
Good. But it was fired.
I cracked myself up with that one. I really did.
I know. Boy.
Hey, Robin.
Just mad because your ass is old.
You're just mad because my ass is cute.
You know it'd be crazy to Robin, like if your kids like ever came in and that's all they heard in the beginning and just like, why are they attacking my poor mom? Like, what is wrong with these people? Like, yeah, you need to go back and listen to a few streams about your poor mom, okay? And then you'll figure out what goes on here.
That's part about
golden showers.
My kids, they've known me their whole lives. They know.
Let me tell you something. I know my mama, but there's things about my mama I don't know, and I don't ever want to know. Like I wouldn't want to know if my mom ever had a golden shower. So that's what I'm saying. There's things that still.
I know. Yeah, that kind of talk grosses my kids out.
My parents never had sex. I was immaculately conceived. Like
they found you under a cabbage leaf.
Oh no, I was delivered. A star came over. The North Star came. I just didn't want to be born around in December because that's Jesus's time. So I was like, we'll wait a couple of months and make it February because I chose to come here. I wanted to be here. I was like, I'm going to come here and just change the world.
Nothing wrong with being born in December. Just saying.
I'm just saying, but you got to share shit, right? You get gypped out of everything.
Not necessarily. I'm born in December.
1st of January. His mom had to set everybody down when he was 2 and said, the next one of you that puts Merry Christmas and Happy Birthday on a gift is being like, whatever they did back in the 70s. He was off. He was telling me the story. And then one of her sisters was like, oh, yeah, I was there for that. She was pissed. And we're like,
well,
it was not me.
Not only is my birthday in December, but my brother is 5 days after mine.
Damn.
Yeah.
Y'all got gypped. Double
gypped.
So his birthday's been like 9 months before that.
I will say though, and so I have a half sister. Her birthday is December 1st. I was like, and she's adopted. I'm like, Dad, dude, you like adopted her, and she's still in December. But the only time we ever got a combined gift for our birthdays, me and my brother, was when we got Nintendo. And Nintendo had just come out. It was so we weren't complaining, but that's the only time they ever combined like our birthday present together was to get Nintendo. It was worth it at that time.
I hope they gave you
87.
I hope you got 2 controllers. Boy,
we did get 2 controllers.
Yay.
Only one gun though. For the
I wouldn't want. I see, but that would have pissed me off though, because I wouldn't want to share my video system with my sister.
Well, we played together, believe it or not.
Fuck no.
Well, fuck yeah, we did.
Fuck no. Oh hell no.
Oh hell yeah.
No. That's like I feel like with them growing up like that was my corner of the world. I don't want you to be part of that. Like, go do your fucking girly shit or whatever it is you do, and I'm gonna do my thing. Like, stay away from my shit. I don't ever remember my sisters playing like video games until like Mario kind of came out and they were into that.
Yeah, that's what I played. I was better at Super Mario Brothers than he was. Then eventually, because I am a girl and got older, the Nintendo went in his room. Yeah, because because eventually I wasn't interested in it. But when I was 12 years old, when I got it, it was cool.
Oh yeah, because it was the shit.
That's just it, you know.
You got the arcade at home finally. You're like, oh shit, everything that I do at the arcade, I can do right here with my friends.
No, we had
it cost me $1. It's not going to cost me anything.
Oh, there's that shooting game, the
Duck Hunt. No, Duck Hunt was Atari.
But Duck Hunt was NES, was Nintendo.
No, I thought it was Atari. Oh, it wasn't. Yeah, it was NES.
There was only one gun though, so only one of us could play at a time. But that's the only time they ever did that to us. So where they combined, like we got it combined, like it was both our birthdays, and we had to share a present.
Fuck that! No, I'd have revolted.
One time,
I remember the other Atari gun, Jilly. It was the one with the Western scenario.
Well,
that's what it was, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
It took me a while for it to sink in, but yeah, it was something.
Done for Atari.
Yeah, I don't even know if Atari ever really had a gun. I don't think it necessarily had a gun. I think NES was the first one.
Yeah.
No, we had the television with a weird ass controller and stuff, like a phone.
Huh.
But I got good at it.
John, you ever play Modern Warfare 2?
I've played it.
That was my shit. I couldn't imagine trying to sit there and teach like girls. But teach me how to play. Fuck no. I ain't got time for that shit. You better go learn on your own.
Oh, my ex-girlfriend, we used to play on the PlayStation, WWE wrestling, and I'd always beat her, and I'd be like, "You're never gonna beat me." I'd take all the smack, and there was a couple times I barely beat her, but I just took so much smack she got mad at me. But she was like, I kicked out. I kicked out of that because I know when I lose, she's gonna let me have it. You know, I deserve it. You know, I knew that, but I was just going, and then she never beat me.
Deb's like, oh no, Jiggy, oh my god, yeah. Listen, I'm an asshole. I'm when I played games, I was a very serious fucking gamer. So to take time to try to teach somebody some shit, I was not into that. That was time wasted. I could have just been fucking playing the game. So
I like my friends, and I think it was the first time I played a PlayStation. I was playing a hockey game, and I didn't play any hockey games. I barely know hockey's played. I go, how do I do it? He goes, figure it out. If we lost the first game, we won like the other three. Because I figured it out. Just press buttons and stuff more.
Basically, the hardest part about hockey is understanding the blue line and all that shit. Like being offsides and different things like that. And
I don't remember if that one was a PlayStation. I don't remember if we ever got offsides.
Yeah, they had it like in the more expansive games. Like once you got into the NHL, like the 2Ks, when they got better and better, they started doing more of that.
I'm not sure. I don't remember. But
so I played all baseball. There was a Jiggy played. It was a character in baseball, hockey, football, basketball, soccer. Shit, I had my own little avatar all the time. I used to dunk on Shaquille O'Neal.
I played bad, and I didn't get into the sports games. I'm more of an RPG guy.
Yeah, it was the sports games were pretty much Gears of War or anything Modern Warfare.
Yeah, we were playing some of the Modern Warfare. I played one game where I was a sniper in that series, which I had a blast.
Hey, John, you know what I love about this conversation? We're outnumbered with estrogen, but the testosterone's taking over right now because they're like,
hey.
What are they talking about?
I know all about Madden. I don't know how to play.
Out of mind. Hold on. I want to specify. I'm not saying that gaming is just for men. Absolutely not. I know some incredible girl games. I had girls in my clan when I played. What I'm saying is I just wasn't about trying to take the time to teach people. And I did not want to play video games with my sisters. I didn't like my sisters enough to want to play video games with them. They were older than me. They were doing their thing. I didn't bother with what they were doing. So I'm like, just don't bother with my world. Like comic books and all that type of shit. Like, just stay the fuck away from me. I don't want to talk about it with you do. So.
Anybody can play a game. Who cares who gender?
My
if they want to play, and they're good and they have fun, let them play. I thought the Gamergate crap was bullshit. And just made everybody look bad.
Yeah, if you got skills, especially, and I'm playing in a skill level and you're skilled, I don't have to do with girl gamers. I know some girls who are incredible snipers. They're still my friends on Facebook and stuff. I'll bring them on the show. I'll tell you, them girls were incredible snipers, everything. They did their part.
I'd love for my granddaughter. My granddaughter is a gamer. I mean, she used to head up like these different groups. She was like a big shit, and I had no clue. And then her aunt, my middle daughter, she's a big ass gamer. Book, but I know nothing about it. No, nothing about it. We don't have.
I know how to turn them on and shut them off. That's about it.
Have they ever run into Re-Kid?
Huh?
You'll have to ask them if they ever ran into Re-Kid. Reee Kid.
Re-Kid. Okay.
Yeah, he's a famous gamer.
Oh, I'm sure they. I tried to introduce my granddaughter to what's his Addison 396. You know, he's supposed to be a big gamer, and she says, "Look how many's in his group." No.
Hey, out of mind, I am completely not sexist when it comes to sports at all. One of the best ball players in the hood who grew up with us her name is Michelle Edwards. You can look her up. She actually went on to play in the WNBA and stuff. And I remember growing up watching her school the shit out of it, including me. I'm not gonna lie, like she would school the shit out of dudes on the basketball court. She was nice. I know girls who play. I've had girls who worked for me. There was a girl who worked for me who I'm 6'4", she was 6'5". She played semi-pro football. I mean, this is one of the. I've seen this chick smack a dude in the face and make him cry. Like literally, because he's like, I don't even know what to do. He's like, this is the biggest bitch I ever seen. I don't even know if I fight her and I lose. He's like,
God,
does he want to take that chance?
He didn't want to do none of that. He just looked at her and sized her up like, this is a lose-lose battle. Because if I hit a girl, and it's like, you know, but you were talking shit to a girl, like, all right, but she slapped the fuck out. But I know girls who played football, basketball. I know my one of my friends who I hang with now, his sister's a hockey. She plays hockey and stuff just like he did. And I know incredible girls who played sports, all sports. So I am not sexist when it comes to sports. And I'm not. I said this is basically kind of about me with my sisters and more like girlfriends. Like
And your
sibling
stuff.
rivalry.
Yeah.
Like
Not even that wasn't even sibling rivalry. It was just like again, there's just
Your
different
stuff,
worlds.
your room, your books, your
Right.
comic books,
Well,
your
and the
interests.
difference too.
Yeah.
I'm the older sister. He was my younger brother, so I might have had a little more control. But you were the younger brother, so you didn't want your older sisters hanging out.
Right, because they always had control of shit till I got a certain age, and then I just fucking asserted myself. I'm like, enough of this bullshit.
But yeah,
enough.
Because for me, yeah, like the novelty wore off like a year or two later. Once Mario 2 came out and other games, I was already over it. And
Yeah, they weren't making games that everybody wanted to play. You either had to really be into it or you weren't. And in most cases, like I said, I remember my sisters have probably played like some Mario Kart and shit like that, but they've never played seriously played any of the other games at all.
I did. The only other I played Sonic when my brother had Sega. And I used to play Mega Man. That was the other one, Mega Man.
Sega.
Yeah.
The good old days.
I played Tomb
And I
Raider.
sucked at Sonic too, but I used to just play it if I was bored and he wasn't home. I'd go in his room and play it.
Mm.
And I'd play what's that one? Guitar Hero.
Oh
Tomb
yeah,
Raider.
see things like that. Like you can play with your family. I've jammed out with family doing that shit.
Crash Bandicoot. Bandicoot. So yeah, I said it right.
I loved when it first came out. Me and a friend used to have intense tennis matches against each other, sweating like, my arm would be killing. I can't tell you how many times I punched the TV by mistake because you get closer. We was fun.
What's up, Jay? Sonic the Hedgehog. Hell yeah.
Hi, Jay. Yeah, I played Spyro with my granddaughter. She dumbed Spyro.
It's a little purple dragon thing.
Oh, it's so cute. And he hippity hops and flies
Just
around
a little
the
video game.
countryside, and he goes here and goes there. Yeah, but man, then I was done.
And we used to do the Just Dance. We had those, but we just have contests.
Rocking out.
I used to win a lot. Just saying.
I'd beat any of y'all in a dance contest.
But then again, it was who I was up against. But yeah,
y'all in the chat too, damn it. And y'all who listen to this later, I'll beat any of y'all in the dance off.
What looks kind of cool now is that Oculus Rift with the Beat Saber.
Now, I have tried none of that virtual reality shit. I've never tried any of it.
I get seasick with VR a headset on. I get God. It's
you gotta have a lot of space for the VR because
I'd be breaking shit.
Yeah, because
yeah,
someone
flail
might have
and
been punched,
stuff.
heads hit.
See, I don't know. I don't like things that change my depth perception because
No,
I have
awful.
night vision. So when you wear night vision goggles, they do the same thing. They change your depth perception completely. So you don't understand. You have to take the time to get used to what's around you. And that's my problem with virtual reality too. Like I just don't feel like I want to be lost in something like that. It just seems.
Yeah, I've got the roller coaster and the flying in outer space ones and the drones over the globe. And oh man, whew, I get a little seasick. I get a
The guys
lot
I
of
work with, he designed virtual reality games, little like trying to do app games in there. He's not doing well at it at all, but he's trying. And that's all he does is the virtual reality games. He won't play anything else. He's always trying to talk to me into it. I'm like, no, I don't like it.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe one day I'll get brave.
I have my little headset up in a box in my closet, and it's been there for like 5-6 years.
Everything is in boxes in your house. You still got that damn air purifier. I bet you still ain't looked at it.
Well, I'm
Oh, remember her
over
gun
there.
was in the closet too. She went and got that out one night.
My what?
You got your gun out of the closet one night. You're like, oh, I have a gun. It's in my closet.
Yeah, I lied about where it was.
Okay.
That's a good idea.
But still, just the point of
It might be in the freezer.
There you go.
Okay. I hope it's well, never mind.
In a Ziploc baggie first.
Well, not even that. What kind of? You can't put everything in the freezer.
Wax paper, butcher
paper. So, Robin, I don't think you really want to tell us where it is, right?
No.
Exactly.
No, we don't want to know.
Yeah.
Exactly. We do not want to know. You promised it would be a surprise when we come to visit.
I don't. I haven't had a gun since I gave up my .357 Magnum as a divorce settlement.
Damn.
Yeah, he wanted it, so my
lawyer shoot with him later.
Gave it to his lawyer, and then the lawyer kept it. His lawyer kept it because he owed him money, and then eventually my ex-husband bought his own .357 Magnum back from his lawyer.
I mean, they're nice guns and all, but
I shot it once, and boy, it had a kick like a fucking rifle.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Jesus criminy, it bruised the inside of my.
That fucking barrel's longer than your arm. Shit, Robin.
And it was heavy. It took 2 hands, but almost knocked me down. You know, my husband said, you know, lean into it because it's going to kick. He said, lean into it. And I didn't lean into it enough. I almost fell over.
And they strictly sold those back then for home enforcement. Like that was what those were for. Like someone kicks in your door, they're getting their fucking chest blown out. That's exactly what they made those guns and sold them for. Because they're not practical guns to carry. Like you saw, what's his name? Dirty Harry. What do you carry? 44. He had a 44 Magnum, right?
44, yeah.
Like,
44
you're not really going to have someone like practically trying to carry, like no force, like no police force and military force is all going to carry like .357s at that barrel that fucking long. Like it's unnecessary.
Well, how about this? My dad owned a .357 Ruger Mark I, which is a replica Western style single action, and it's a revolver, but you can only put 1 round in at a time.
That's nice.
Really?
Yeah,
and it was sweet, but I was like, "What's the practicality of that?" And he just goes, well, "Always wanted one."
And
Okay.
the only BGs.
BGs.
Hey now.
Hi, sweetheart.
Oh my
What's
God.
happening?
So glad you have your camera on.
I have finally put my camera on.
She's real. Folks. She's a real person. So it doesn't mean Australia's real. Just because you're a real person does not mean Australia's real.
how can you call it a revolver if it only takes 1 bullet? Because it, you know.
No, you can only load 1 at a time.
Oh,
It's a Western style gun.
okay, my
And
mistake.
it's a revolver, so you can only unload 1 at a time. The cylinder doesn't flip out. And it's single action, so you don't pull
fill
that
me in.
hammer back
What's
in
been
the
going
time.
on?
We're talking about guns.
Yeah, we don't have to talk about guns anymore, BGs. Just say the word and we'll stop talking about guns.
Emu.
Go back to
Emu.
No, it's emu.
Cilantro.
Dave.
Oregano?
You do call it cilantro, right? Parsley.
No, we call it coriander.
What?
Oh,
That coriander is
no,
a whole
that's
different thing. Wait, hold
that's
on.
the powder part. That's the seed part of cilantro. You
Really?
can plant coriander and it'll grow you some cumin and cilantro.
Who's
And
coming?
Everybody.
Cumin is the powder, the ground version of.
Cumin is the what?
Cumin.
You pound it
Is it cumin? We say cumin.
Human?
It's cumin.
It's coming.
It is
Cumin.
It's coming.
cumin.
Tonight.
So we have
We're mommy
coriander. Yeah,
cumin.
what's the leaves?
Parsley.
Coriander leaves.
You guys have
we got
parsley?
parsley.
Okay.
We got parsley.
Did you already do
Parsley.
You know,
cilantro?
Parsley.
thinking about taking my dog to the park to pack my car.
Well, first of all, you already said that wrong. You said it wrong already. You would take the car and park the car at the park to walk the dog.
Whack the dog.
You gotta walk the dog. Okay?
Yeah, all right.
Got it?
I got to get it down.
Okay.
Got to get it down.
Yeah, you're gonna have to get a fake accent when everybody finds out that Australia really is fake, and then you gotta really have to, be someplace else. So you can say you're in Boston.
Her curtains are up, so she doesn't want to throw Disneyland behind her.
Exactly. We don't see Southern California behind her and shit.
Yep.
I'm in Australia.
I bet you LAX is right behind her.
Keep saying that.
So BG's
yeah.
Okay, Jiggy, he just totally freaks out about living in Australia, visiting in Australia. The bugs and the things, the creepy crawlies. Do you get them a lot in your house?
We already discussed. Why do you keep going back to this? We've already talked about this. Like, this is a dead fucking horse you're beating right now.
Look at this is my backyard.
I don't see no
If you start showing, listen.
Look how pretty.
That's you know what? She's in a hangar. That's David Wilcock's hangar. It's all green screen.
I missed the Wilcock boat, but I got a tree out the front of my house too, but that's the back of my house.
BG's.
That's lovely.
It's nice today.
See, that's Mothman back there. Don't let her fool you. That's where Mothman lives.
You're breaking up.
Jiggy,
I'll
are you
show
familiar with Neil Gaiman's Sandman series?
I don't think so.
She found the hole.
I'm listening to it. It's a DC comic, takes place in the DC universe. It's about Morpheus, the something of the dreams, and it's the second act. And one of a scene just had I'm not even going to describe it to you, but it would have been a horror scene for you.
Okay, I get it.
And that's all I'm going to say. But it was just I'm listening to it going,
sorry.
Man, I would love to get Jiggy's take on this, but I'm not even going to describe it to him.
You don't have to. I get it.
Yeah.
Who's peeing right now?
No, that's
not
me.
No, it's me. But I'm not peeing.
Robin's peeing, great.
No, I'm not peeing. It is my big box of Vela wine. I brought it in here because I brought it in here when
you got a box of wine?
I have a box of fucking wine. It has a little faucet on the side.
There's a spigot, doesn't it?
Yeah, a little spigot.
Is that considered ghetto?
Not
Oh yeah. Oh, it's the cheapest shit you can buy. Yeah, I buy it at the drugstore.
What?
Way back in the back where they sell the cheap wine.
We buy casks of wine.
Oh, how cute. What do you do with the cask when it's empty?
It's a cask.
Do you get it refilled?
It's a box of wine.
Oh, I figured they'd be little barrel shaped.
I was thinking like a craft wine.
I find
like
that
a restaurant, you get a
way.
craft, but
I find that way more elegant than just calling it a box of wine. You have a cask.
Cask.
Okay, a cask. Okay. I have a cask of wine. I have a cask of wine.
See, you say that weird because I would say cask.
Cask.
It's cask. Cask.
It's the same thing.
Cask of wine.
Yeah,
it's a fucking box of cheese.
Like cask and flag is right there by Fenway Park.
It's a box of wine for sure.
But didn't they
Yeah.
start in little barrels first?
Possibly, but it's
that
cheap
was
shit.
before paper. Yeah.
Robin would know.
Yeah, she was there.
Yeah.
We don't.
Just ask me.
Ours are small though. I guess they're like mostly 2 liters. Like I don't know. I don't buy boxes of wine.
Okay. Well, I do,
Yeah,
and
I don't drink.
this is 5 liters.
That's a decent box of wine.
Can you do it all in one sitting, Robin?
Oh Jesus, no! It lasts me.
Oh, just gotta ask. You know,
Yeah,
my job.
No, it lasts
me
her
what?
2 sittings.
No, about a week and a half.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Lies.
It's 5
Lies.
liters for $13.99.
You drink one of those
That's
live
not
on the fucking
bad.
Granny Show every time.
God, that's cheap.
Right.
Yeah,
I
God.
know.
yeah. I've seen glasses of wine cost more than that. In
Oh,
my
no
lifetime.
kidding. And you get about what, an ounce and a half of
If you're lucky.
when they
Man,
pour.
you guys and your fucking ounces and fucking.
I
Because
know.
we live in a
we're
real
such
country. Calm down.
dumbasses.
You're
The
the
rest
only
of the world. The rest of the
about
world.
a deciliter.
Our
That's it.
government fucked that shit up.
About a
So
We
deciliter.
were
would
kids.
have
I
what's
was
a
like
standard?
10
What's
when they
a
decided not to
standard?
go to metric.
What's a standard glass for you? Like what? How many?
2
16.
ounces.
No, a
Oh no,
standard
an
glass.
8-ounce cup
No,
Of
8 ounce.
wine.
Yeah, about an 8 ounce.
is a
8
cup. So
ounces of
maybe a
small
12-ounce
16 ounce.
glass. Yeah.
12 ounce. We get 12 ounces in our cans of soda.
You also get
Yeah.
16 ounces. You get 1 liter sodas, 2
Do
liter
you
sodas,
Yeah,
3
do you
liter
yeah.
guys
sodas.
Yeah.
do you
Oh,
guys
3
have a
liter. They're hard to
Yeah, there's 3 liter
standard
sodas.
like so say if there's a drinking thing like and you can't go over a certain amount of alcohol per breath or whatever it is, do you have a standard amount of drinks you can have before you go over that? Like what's the standard drink?
No,
So
it's
There
One-
is
under the influence.
1 to 2.
guidelines.
wait,
Guidelines.
but you gotta ask her a very specific question though, because you talked about driving or just being
Yeah.
able to drink in general.
No, like so we have a standard drink is 250 mils, and
That means nothing
so
to
what
us.
would that equate
Yeah.
to you as far as your
It's pretty
metric?
much like
Absolutely nothing.
If you're
How is
okay,
that
so with
the Google?
alcohol, with alcohol,
I
with
know
liquor,
there's
it's 1
30
shot, which is an ounce. With
Yeah,
beer,
there's
it would be
30
like a pint, and then with wine, it is 8 ounces.
Depends on where you
But
live
they're
though, as
all
far as
supposed to equal
breathalyzer
the
stuff.
amount of alcohol.
Isn't it stupid? The rest of the world is metric, and we're doing this dumbass shit.
No,
Nobody.
your generation
You
that
can
voted
move. You don't
against
like America. You can get out, Robin.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck
go to
you.
Canada, go to Mexico.
Okay.
Wow. I
You got to
didn't
remember
mean
something.
it.
We're the leaders in everything. The rest of the world
I-
looks to us. Okay.
Man, I push your buttons big
Hollywood.
time. Ooh,
This is America. You better get it right, woman.
Jesus.
You're pushing his buttons for
We'll
free.
show you the exit real quick, darling.
You gotta
Help
charge
you
him
fucking
for that
pack your
shit,
bags
Robin.
and help you walk to the goddamn border.
So, Jiggy, how was that
Wow.
thing that you went to on the weekend?
Smack you around with some reins.
It was awesome, Bee Gees. I had a
Oh,
great
wait.
time. It was the
I
first
saw
time I
you-
got to see a different side of
I saw
Cali.
you catch up with D-Rock. I was like, wow.
Yeah, that
awesome.
was awesome. It was actually really awesome to talk to him and stuff. You know, I didn't really get to spend a lot of time with him, but we
I
got to
love
speak.
his
and stuff.
music. Such
Yeah, his music was awesome.
He's good music.
I was explaining to him that, you know, because I mean, I've talked about my journeys on mushrooms, that it's actually his music has been a part of those journeys because it's perfect music. It talks about
It's wicked
psychedelics
music.
and everything.
Yeah,
It's got
it's
some great
good
music. So it was awesome. I had a great time.
Hmm.
I didn't take many pictures because I was, you know, working, but also enjoying myself.
Having a good time. Yeah.
Yeah,
saw,
I think I took 4 pictures.
Yeah, I saw like one of D-Rock and his like whites of his eyes, and I was like, no.
I don't know how he does that. I wasn't paying attention. Like he's like, oh, let's take another picture. All of a sudden, his eyes were like white like that. I was like,
I know.
I saw that picture.
Maybe
of that
he's an
car.
alien.
That car was awesome.
6 drops. This is the crazy. Okay, so this is what, like, you talk about a weird synchronicity or whatever you want to call it. So when we go, because I'm driving, we park in front of a couple of cars away from it, and as we're walking by to go hang out with these people, I'm like, yo, look at this car. Like, this looks like something that somebody would trip in. Like, if you were on mushrooms or psychedelics, like sitting in that car would be fucking awesome. So as we go in the house, I'm asking everybody in the place, like, is this one of y'all's cars? They're like, no. I'm like, really? Like, y'all, fuck me. This is nobody's car here. They're like, no, it's not our car. And I'm like, damn, that's kind of weird that car would be there with a bunch of people who are into psychedelics and shit just sitting there like chilling. But it was gone when we left. So I don't know whose car it was.
So cool.
Did you take a picture of it?
Yeah, there's a video. I put the video on everything pretty much. It's on
okay.
Facebook, Instagram, TikTok.
All right.
It's everywhere.
I don't
Yeah.
have TikTok.
One of the very few things I took.
I like TikTok.
Yeah, TikTok. Shit, that's where I get like the most views actually, and people kind of communicate more on TikTok than anywhere because
So
they don't.
You put pictures, films. What do you?
I've put
Videos.
like videos, like
Yeah,
snippets of
look.
investigations and stuff, because that seems to be the place where
Oh.
people kind of really pay the most attention to stuff like that. Like there's a lot of people on TikTok who are into paranormal stuff. And there's and the funny thing about it, so much of it is fugazi. Like so much of that shit on there is stuff that we all know. Like if you went on there and I clipped that stuff and sent you like, oh yeah, we know what that is. That's so and so. Because they talk about different people. You'll hear every now and then someone will say third phase of moon or fucking what's Tyler Security Team 10. Or they'll bring up I've never really heard of David Wilcox so much, but they'll bring up random names you'll hear that them talk about within this stuff. So it's like,
But
yeah,
isn't
okay.
he a New York best-selling author?
New York Times bestselling author, I guess.
sorry. Yeah.
If you say so, because I don't live in New York, I don't read the Times, and I don't really know. Yeah, 3 times. Well,
2 times.
no, he said it's 2 times, but it should have been 4. I don't know why they didn't pick up the other 2 books, but there's 4 books
But
out
it
there.
is highly
Okay.
rated on Amazon.
That's right. I mean, if you
Remember,
go to
it has
Amazon right now,
Really?
they'll tell you it's up there. I guess. Listen, that's just what I tell you. You've got to go do the fucking research yourself, buddy.
I'd buy the book just to
Elizabeth,
give it
say
1
some
star.
shit. I wouldn't even. You can give it 1 star without buying the book. You know that, right? You
can
can
I?
actually review
rock
stuff on
on.
Amazon without actually buying it. That's
I
why
don't-
it
I
says
don't rate-
hold on a second. If you watch the actual comments, you'll see that it will say verified purchase. Because they give a lot of stuff away on Amazon as well. So a lot of those people who are giving reviews aren't purchasers. They're just people who will review it because they got it for free. So that's where you have to watch the different things that go on Amazon as well, because it's bullshit there as well.
I don't rate shit. The only thing I like is generally on YouTube or Twitter. How
Yeah,
sad
because none
is
of you
that?
motherfuckers watched Paranormal Hood on Amazon Prime and rated it. None of you. No one said anything good.
I tried to get it.
I
It
didn't see any
wouldn't
nice
show in
I
my
think, yeah,
country.
John aside did. Huh? What'd you say?
It won't show in Australia.
Because Australia's not fucking real. Just go to your American television and watch it like a normal American.
I
Okay?
tried to put my VPN
I
on
still have
and
to finish
everything, and it
watching.
would not work.
Sorry.
Hey?
But did you see Spudwife's tweet where she clipped where David Wilcox says that to Elizabeth? Elizabeth say some shit, and you can hear him say clear as day. It's awesome.
Yeah, we know he said it. He said it live.
That's
Yeah.
what she has that clip of when he does it live during the meditation of all time, like when you're supposed to be like deep and quiet and relaxed. You hear him say some shit.
That's what happened. His brain got too quiet and too relaxed, and he couldn't think of no bullshit. So he's like, that's the first thing that came out of his mouth. Like, you already slip, say some shit, bitch. Like, help me out here.
And she's standing there in front of the bulls, like, oh, what the fuck to say?
Yeah, I saw that he done another movie or a fucking,
He has
YouTube
another one
thing.
coming this weekend.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're free.
Yeah, but I think,
These ones are
oh, that's
free.
the free one? Oh, okay.
Yeah, these are the free ones.
This is like, from what I can surmise, is a hover car in a hangar.
No. It's a hover car, some free energy. It was supposed to be originally a jet that goes Mach 24 in 6 minutes.
Or what's it called?
It's so weird that there are no schematics pinned to the walls. There's no drawing
There's a
board
chair.
business.
There was a chair.
There was a chair, no drawing.
Let me tell you something.
Nothing.
The minute I had my, if you know the Boston bombings, literally where one of the bombs went off, I used to have my office in that right in front of where the building behind it on the 3rd floor. Well, I remember when I got my first office for my business, the first thing I did was put a calendar up. Put little things in there before I even got furniture. Like, you're not going to have a place for a year that you've invested especially a fucking hangar with nothing in it.
A floor plan with a rendering of where you're going to put the rest of your shit in there. It's a big deal.
But again, the big reveal in
He
Fool
never
is
had his
that
teeth. His teeth weren't there in that hangar.
exactly. That's an old fucking
So
video.
how old is that?
It's got to be. It's at least a year, maybe
Would
older.
it be at least fucking 4 years old?
Well, it's old. I don't know if it's 4, but it's definitely
a year.
He got his
Look at
teeth
the
in
hair
like
color.
2019.
Those great big teeth.
yeah. So 2019. That's really
So,
almost
like, how old's that? That's
two
like at
years,
least
almost 3 years.
2.5 years. Yeah.
Oh, what a fraud!
Fucking like,
But
how
the thing is,
stupid are people when they fucking
wouldn't there be
watch this
Well,
shit?
apparently they're
workstations?
stupid. He's
But that's not
popular.
even the point, John. John.
I know he rented it. He just
But
rented
it's not
for the
even
video.
no matter what he did. What I'm saying, he's not giving you a current update. At this point, you need to see David Wilcox with all the hair and the fucking orange tan and shit, and a hanger like, listen, from the last video you saw was a video we shot a year ago and we purchased it. Now, as you see, there's people here hard at work. There's things going on. There's worst cases schematics, which I can't show you.
Yeah,
There's
lighting.
some kind of anything.
We know that's not going to happen.
None of it's going to happen.
That's when people would actually invest.
Yep.
Who is investing in that though? Like, can't
Stupid fucking people who invest in pyramid schemes.
I really doubt anybody is.
Let me ask you a question. How many people in here have ever bought a house? How many people in here have ever bought a house? Just raise your hand. Or have owned a house.
Raising my hand.
Okay. That's the biggest fucking pyramid scheme in the world is real estate, first of all.
Oh,
so
no
people fall
kidding.
for pyramid schemes every day. People are looking for a quick buck, and they see David Wilcox flashing and shining. It's the same thing when people go to these fucking these people who, what are they called? What's his name? Like Tony Robbins and people like that. Like these people who tell you
motivational speakers.
they're giving you the blueprint to how to fucking be successful overnight, real quick, and all this type of shit. That's what these people, when they see David Wilcox, they hear that as well. Here's this man who tells you he has a 180 IQ. He's so smart. He's been around the world. He's got insiders in the government and the military and all this. And people are coming and talking about anything else. And now he's going to give you something, but it's going to come at a cost. It's free energy, but it comes at a cost.
You have to invest.
To start right there. Exactly. But people are dumb.
Yeah, but just from that footage, like that's so old. Like
people have fallen for less.
It looked almost just like a photo op. You know, like he knew somebody who had the keys to it, so he went in and took a video.
Who knows how? But it's not his. It's absolutely not his fucking thing. You would be showing so much more paint in there. Anything.
Pay rent.
he probably just walked in there. He's gonna hang on.
It was a photo op.
All he's got to do is provide an address. Hey, this is where it's at. Look it up. Here's who owns it. You know, that's all he's got to do. He's not going to.
Of course not. He could grow a mustache too, but he's not going to do that either.
No, well, jury's out on that. He's going to grow a mustache.
It's going to be part of the settlement.
I don't think he'll ever grow a mustache.
Some men can't grow hair.
He's got those kicking sideburns going. You know he can grow a mustache.
What the fuck you mean? Sorry, Jiggy. I'm a hairy bastard. I have no problem growing hair. Who are you taking sorry to, Robin?
I don't want to talk about your body hair.
But why did you just say some men can't grow hair? Sorry, Jiggy. Like, do I look like I can't grow hair? Oh, well, up here I can't, but every other place in my body
that
I'm good.
was the only thing I was talking about. The rest of it is none of my business, Jiggy.
I don't want to. Let's not go there.
Thank you.
Damn.
Okay. There's hair on my face. There's hair on my chin.
All right, Robin, we need a cool whip. Cool whip. This cleanse. This
she can't even do it right anymore. She sucks at it. She's the worst at her own shit.
Cool whip.
There you go.
That was perfect.
That was a perfect cool whip.
BGs, your standards have been lowered.
No, that was I love how she says it, and I just can't do it. I cannot replicate it.
Well, you need a Jiggy.
The pronunciation is just on point. I love it.
Well, anybody can do it if they have ill-fitting dentures.
I'm not saying no. I don't even think it's that.
No,
I think it's from your speech from when you went to parochial school.
I did go to parochial school.
I know you did, Robin. That's why I said that. And I'm pretty sure that they taught you how to speak, Robin, especially back in your time. You had to be a proper young lady.
You speak very well. That's where it comes from.
She speaks all right. Don't kiss her ass. Now calm down.
We had a class when I was in high school. It was called Social Graces.
It was called The Lights Came On for the first time, and it was the sun coming.
Social Graces, and it was run by Miss Adair, and we were taught. Taught how to serve a high tea. Who the fuck needs to know that? And
I know how to
and
surf my sea.
how to introduce people, and you always stand when an older person enters the room. Boy, it was conditioning.
Oh man, you could shit. You couldn't talk, or kids were like adults had conversations kids were not privy to until you got to a certain age. You sat at the kids' table and shit at holidays, everything. Like they would just rule. Now these kids
don't speak
I'm
unless
still at the kids' table, and I'm 46.
Well, you're little.
Yeah, but that's based on height. That's the same problems you have on amusement rides.
No, it's not based on height. It's based on too many fucking people in my family.
Oh,
I get a certain age. I'm like, I'm especially at your size. I'm like, I'm little enough that you gonna make some room. Somebody move the fuck over. I'm sitting at this big table. I'm a big person now. Big person.
No, still at
It's
the
a
kid table.
big family.
Kids are more fun anyway.
It's the Italian side.
Yeah.
I get to sit at the kid table.
Yeah, the Italian side of you needs to be assertive.
Oh,
you don't know my family. There's a break.
You need to walk up to one of your cousins at the table and look at them and say, "Hey."
Just knife them.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah.
I have visited the
He's
adult
the
table. There
toughest
have been times
motherfucker
She
I've
said she
watched-
visited. You visited.
Walk up this cage, one of them.
But I don't have a permanent spot. Let's just
Jill, can you tell us of the times of the adventures when you were able to venture towards the adult table and possibly partake in adult conversation
Oh
and
my
food
God,
and wine?
my cousin fucking tortured me. One of my cousins tortured me the whole time as he sat next to me. So it wasn't even worth it.
I remember when I got shot and I had to go to one of my family reunions, and a lot of my cousins and my elders and stuff are Native Americans and Portuguese and all this shit. And they're looking at me like I'm coming in this fucking thing with a big ass cast on crutches and shit and everything. They're like, okay. We have a long conversation with you. What happened, young man? That was the most uncomfortable conversation I've ever had in my life.
I'm sure.
It was just weird.
Over and
Why
over
did you let
again.
them shoot you? Why didn't you move?
You always
You were in your car, weren't you?
Yeah. But you're like, when you get, the thing is, Robin, you had that young lady on your show one time who had gotten shot, and she could tell you, like, no matter what, like, even if you're a victim of that crime, you become a victim twice, because it's so hard to explain to anybody. Like, especially I'm sure for her as a young lady, like with my background and my work, it's easier for people like, well, what do you do for a living? But with her, you know what I'm saying, just being someone who randomly got shot, minding her fucking business. Yeah.
Minding her fucking, and she is still working through it.
Yeah.
She will always be working through it.
I had
thankfully she has a loving family.
It angers you. It angers you. I'm sure was an angry.
Well,
I was a very angry person because I couldn't understand what.
And it's not even that simple. It's way more complex than the why me. It goes. So
no.
layers.
I didn't see. It's never. I'm not a why me person. That's not what I'm saying at all. That's not what I'm saying at all.
Well, for some people.
Right. I'm just saying that's not me. If even anybody who knows me will tell you I'm not. When I go through things, very few people know my health. I mean, it took months for me to even tell people when I was sitting down every Thursday and talking and had no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
I'm not that person. It's not why me. It's
I
why.
hear you.
It's the whole thing with me. Why I'm not scared of anything paranormal, because I've seen the worst of man.
Oh yeah, because
there's nothing. I've never
shit.
seen a ghost. I've never seen a fucking alien, anything, kill anybody, shoot anybody, stab anybody, rape anybody, do any of that in my 51 years on this planet. Never. But I've seen human beings do some crazy shit.
No kidding. Real life is way scarier than the woo. A friend of mine once said, when I said, "Oh, cemetery," she says, "They will never harm you. It's the ones who are still
Who's
living."
going to harm you at a fucking cemetery? Why would you spend your whole life attached to this body, this skin, your family, your home, whatever, your car, your fucking pool, whatever it is that you love? And all of a sudden you die. And most people don't. It's not like the old days where people pick out the plot of land. Like, this is where I'm going to be buried. This is my family's plot. So I know I'm going to be buried. I already have an image of where I'm going to be when I die. Most people don't do that anymore. So why would you be attached to a place that you've never been? You're just attached to the body. You wanted to see yourself sit in the ground and rot and turn to worm food and shit like that, rather than be able to go and see your family and your grandkids or your loved ones or whatever a place you've used to love to hang out or go to the beach, whatever the fuck it is. But out of all that, you're going to choose the cemetery. Okay, that makes sense.
You're assuming they've got a choice, though, too. Maybe you are anchored to your body.
But then all cemeteries would be off the hook crazy. That means you'd be able to step to any cemetery at any time of day or night and be able to paranormal investigate and get legitimate fucking evidence, which no one has done.
Cemeteries, though. I mean,
what do you say?
I know
I've
it's
had
all
some weird things
bullshit.
happen at cemeteries.
Yeah, but I mean, is it also too because of the stigma? You've also gone to that cemetery knowing the stigma of what goes on, what supposedly goes on in the cemetery.
And we were visiting somebody too and stuff, so it was like that was a loved one.
I don't even like going. That's my whole reason why I don't even like going to cemeteries. It's like I don't want to go.
I do it once for everybody, and that's it.
I just don't. Just for me, it just doesn't make sense. I didn't see this person my whole life, or every time I spent with that person in my life in this place. I just feel like that's the last place that person would be.
Yeah, if I want to pay tribute,
I'd have too much friends with my family.
Tributes can be made in your head. You know, like I said, when they're lowered down and we scatter the stuff and we put the rows on and pay our tribute
but not even in your head, Robin. You could have traditions.
Oh,
There's traditions that I still do to this day
a
based on people who died a long time ago. There's little things that I do that people wouldn't even understand why I do it. Like here's a perfect one. So I like root beer floats. When I drink root beer floats, I drink 2. Because there's a friend of my family's.
They're root beer spiders.
Fuck off. There was a gentleman who was a friend of my family's who used to come to my house like mostly like at least one Sunday a month, and we would drink root beer floats together. So when he passed away, traditionally when I drink a root beer float, I usually drink 2. Just little things.
I love that. I love that.
I have a friend that died a month before her 21st birthday, so we went to the bar that she would have hung out with us at, and that was our tradition. Every year we went to that bar and got drunk. Then that bar closed, and then it evolved. But every year that was like our thing because she never got to celebrate 21, so we did.
Pay homage.
And we have a song for her that we play, "Friends in Low Places." Very perfect. If you knew her, it fits her perfectly. I don't even like country music.
I love
Well, I'll tell you a little ditty. My partner, passed away. He's my ex-partner, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, when I drive his car, I go through a certain part of the hills, and I go really, really slow, and then I put it back into second and boot it, and make the boost go off and everything. And it's a cutting, so it echoes so loud. And I do that for him every time I go through.
Oh, honey.
And that's just like something different because I'm not into drinking and doing,
Absolutely.
I'm into driving. But I do that. I've got a video somewhere on one of my old phones. I'll have to post it up and show you because you'll laugh.
BG's, because you're a car nut. So when we were in Cali, we had a Audi. I'm not a fan of foreign. I don't like foreign cars at all. I don't like foreign cars.
Was it a T?
I don't know what the fuck it was. It had it had really nice like fitting car. It was great for me, to drive. It had plenty of room, everything. But I don't really drive modern cars. Normally, when I'm working, they usually get SUVs, and it's usually an American SUV like a Tahoe or some crazy truck like that. I don't drive foreign cars at all. So this fucking car, I don't know how to fucking put this thing in park.
You pull there's a little like.
No.
How do you do it?
No, it's got a fucking button on the fucking shifter.
You bitched about that button.
I'm sitting there the whole time. I'm like, all right, there's drive, there's reverse, there's neutral. Like, where the fuck is park? Like, what the fuck?
My park brake in my new car is just like a little button. You just pull it up.
No, this shit is just a little. You just press it, and all of a sudden it says park. It's park.
One of them doesn't have an emergency brake. You put it in park, and the emergency brake automatically goes in. So
that probably was the emergency brake too. Who knows? I don't know.
The other car's got an emergency brake, and I forget to do the emergency brake because I'm used to the other car.
What happens if you hit that button on accident when you're driving down the road?
I don't think you can. I imagine you'd either drop your tranny. I'm sure it's paid not to do that. Your transmission would be gone. You'd fuck your transmission.
It's way out of your
other things.
It's way out of your grip zone. Yeah, I don't think it can be accidental because you really have to like find it.
But
Yeah,
why do that? Like, why not? If you got everything else there, why do I have to fucking look for a button that says and this little P and shit?
Jiggy, for fuck's sake, would you please come into the 21st century?
I'm sorry, Robin. What do you drive? What year is your vehicle?
That is not germane to
And
this
what brand?
discussion.
I'm sorry. When's the
Do
last
you
time
guys
you?
all-
When's the last time
do
you drive to
guys all
foreign?
have American cars?
No.
Yes.
No. Not at all.
What have you got?
A Honda Fit.
What I
Okay.
got? I got
Grab a soda.
okay. I have a Nissan Versa hatchback.
Nice. That's another Japanese car. Love it.
A what?
I think it's Korean.
What do you have?
Nissan's Japanese.
Yeah, Nissan's Japanese.
Oh, is it? Okay, it's a Versa, and her name is Betty.
Oh.
And she's 11 years old.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So I'm pretty sure you have to manually put that bitch in park, don't you?
Yeah, of course I do.
All right then.
I'm a simple woman.
So why are you trying to tell me to come into a century you're not even in?
Well, because I don't have a new fucking car. But if I had a new car,
You
I'd
got $2 million
learn
just
it.
sitting in the bank, obviously.
But it's not my car. It's a fucking rented fucking car for the
Well,
fucking
then
weekend.
grow
What the
up.
fuck?
Jesus Christ.
That shit did handle well though. It handled well. The pickup was awesome.
Okay, so good. At least you have good things.
I
to
still
say
wouldn't
about
buy
it.
that. I wouldn't buy that shit though.
You can reduce the number of accessory features, Jiggy.
I would not buy a fucking German car.
Really?
No, not absolutely not. Absolutely not. I have no interest in Mercedes, fucking Audis, BMW, none of them. I don't like any of those cars.
What's Porsche?
I'd have a Mercedes.
Nope, I'll take a Tesla over any one of them.
Oh, the Teslas
Never
are
driven
alright.
a Tesla yet.
Teslas have got 20-inch
Bee-
rims though, so it's weird. It's what they're good.
You never rode on 20s before, girl? I done rode on 22s. What you talking
I'm
about?
trying to sell some 20s.
Shit, I done rode on 22 Chrome. What you talking about?
Beach.
Shit.
You drive a Mercedes?
No, God no. No.
Oh, I thought you said.
I'd
What do you
have
drive?
a Mercedes. Yeah.
Wait, you have a Mercedes? Oh,
I
you're
would
restoring.
No, I would have an AMG if Jiggy knows what Mercedes
I
are.
know, yeah. I just don't-
like I'd have a proper race one. That'd be
Yep, no,
wicked.
no, not at all.
Hell
God,
yes.
you
No.
know a lot of shit about cars.
She knows cars. She fucking works on them. She does that. She's she's legit. She's real.
Yeah, I'm trying to sell my Dado. I've got two, so I'm trying to sell one.
Datsun?
You know anyone? Yeah, Datsun. You know how we shorten everything?
You short because you don't want to get the bugs in your mouth by talking too much.
It's just Dado. We call them Dados. Same as we call McDonald's Maccas. It's the Dado.
Well, some people call Mickey D's here.
Yeah, like
poison.
Mickey D's sounds pretty gay compared to Macca's.
Damn.
I don't call Mickey D's, but
Wow. Shots fired.
I don't know. It just doesn't sound right.
I
Because I
don't
say
take
Macca's.
offense.
That's the way it is.
I don't like McDonald's.
It's like
the way it is.
emu and emu.
Aluminum.
Oregano.
Yeah, it's exactly that.
Linoleum.
Lino.
What?
We just call it lino.
Herbs.
Say it quick. Yeah,
Herbs.
That's because they know if they talk too long, something's gonna kill them.
Linoleum.
Herbs.
Linoleum.
Aluminium.
Herbs.
Aluminum.
And spices.
Aluminum sounds like
Like it's supposed to sound like. It sounds like aluminum, exactly.
aluminum because
It sounds
it's
like aluminum.
aluminium. In my mind,
Yeah, whatever.
Caramel.
that's the way it is.
Caramel.
Caramel.
I'm
Caramel.
gonna go. I gotta get up early. I got a long day tomorrow.
Oh, honey. Here's to
Bye.
the long
Bye.
days.
I'm all excited.
Saturday morning cartoons, yeah.
Yeah,
No, I actually have to be at work at like 8, and then I get off at
John,
3
you work all the
Seattle for my
time.
wrestling. That'll end at about 11:30. So I'll drive home from that. I ain't gonna get home till about 1, maybe 2 in the morning.
Wow.
Oh, John.
Sorry, John.
Buffy
Well,
is Buffy.
He's going to have fun.
Good
Yeah, I'm
to
gonna go
see
see
you, John.
Eddie Kingston. I'm very excited.
Yeah.
Enjoy,
good to see
brother.
oh,
you,
you gonna
John.
see Keats? Is he? Oh,
No,
that's
Eddie
awesome.
Kingston. Eddie Kingston's a
Okay.
wrestler from New York. I'm
Oh,
all
Oh,
excited to meet him.
sorry.
good
So
to see you, John. Sorry
I'm
I
going to
was
talk to
bossy.
Keith because there's wrestling in October. I'm going to see if he wants to go to. So I'll be getting a hold of him. So,
Bye,
you guys have a good
Renee.
night.
Good night,
Night.
Renee.
Bye,
Renee.
Renee.
Sleep tight. Bye, sweetheart.
And
Bye.
pleasant dreams
Gosh,
to
I
you.
wish she'd come
Here's a
on.
wish and a prayer that every dream comes true. And now it's time to say
Hey, Don.
goodbye. Adios. What's that from, Robin?
I don't know.
These questions are getting way too hard, Jiggy.
You should know that.
These
That's old
pretzels
school.
are making me thirsty.
You want here? Pass me your glass. I'll pour you a little spigot wine
From your cask.
from my
In a
cask,
fucking box. It's in a fucking box.
my cheap ass box.
Here you go, BGs. Fill your cup up.
No shit. Every time I hear that, you know what I think about? Robin in her garden on that day with kids.
Oh, when I peed outside. Oh God, I told that story.
Every time. It makes me laugh. I love it.
Moving on.
Oh, Robin.
You've got some good stories.
Well, I've lived a long time. When you are as old as me, you too will have good stories.
You're not old.
Thank you.
Compared to what, BGs?
Oh, fuck you, too.
Well, I don't know. I just don't think she's old.
The Constitution.
Thank you. Yeah,
I just don't think
Christopher
like-minded
Columbus
people-
discovering America?
Like-minded people are like-minded people. I don't think age is a barrier.
I agree. I agree. And if you start getting hung up on their lack of experience and their age, you know, that just stunts you for making your connections with people who have brains and who can speak the language you do.
Dex! Sorry to
Oh, Dex!
interrupt.
No, good.
Dex, darling.
Dex, sweetie Petey, hope you're doing well.
Who's Mac in the chat?
Oh,
I have
and
no idea.
Drew J. Hi, Drew J. Mac.
Drew J.
Drew J.
Because
Who's
somebody new.
Mac?
Somebody
No.
new, maybe.
Oh,
No.
cool.
Mac.
Well,
No.
welcome, Mac.
As opposed to Jack.
Or
What, crack.
Whack whack.
or lack, or pack.
Or fatback.
Quack.
Fatback and collard greens.
Back.
I have cooked
Pack.
that.
Snack pack.
That I'm not
You
gonna
cook crack, Robin? I know how to cook crack. You do too?
Pyro.
Tune in next week into another
We're going
turn.
to.
I have
Breaking
cooked
Bad.
fat back and greens.
You've made fatback and collard greens, Robin.
I sure the fuck have.
Okay. Oh, yeah, so your black friend taught you that, right?
No, my mother-in-law, who was born in Neopet, Wisconsin, and had a dock on the Lake of the Ozarks, born on a reservation, she taught me how to do that kind of cooking. Don't you label it as something you own.
I didn't say I owned it. Did you hear me say I owned anything? I asked you a fucking question.
Well, and I answered it, didn't I?
Yeah, you just make reference to your one black friend who taught you how to say nigga and other things. And so I thought maybe she taught you how to make fatback and collard greens.
How do you always fucking...
That was bizarre. Did anybody else give that any credibility at all?
How bizarre.
We got that from Mac, all right? So let's just take it back. And we'll just zap
Why not?
I'm just here for the comments.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm here.
Just here to Google shit.
Let's do an
yeah,
herb dick. There we go. Deal.
We all have a job here.
Gotta give me something to try to look up.
Never Google why chainsaws were invented.
Say what?
Never ever Google why chainsaws were invented.
Oh, are you talking Urban Dictionary or general? Hey, go for it.
No,
Sure.
general, clean. It's a clean thing, but it's horrifying. It's
I'm sure it is.
Don't tell me it's for cutting
clean
legs
yet
off.
horrifying. Those
clean
two,
yet horrifying.
But that's not what I
that
usually
sentence
do.
is
So
discordant.
give me a phrase or something and look up an herb dick that will
Herb dick.
the requirement.
Oh, I love that herb dick.
I'm just trying to think of
You've
something.
ever had any herb dick, Robin?
That's a very Australian phrase, herb dick. You know, as
Oh, no, it's not, Robin.
Herb dick. When
That's
I
the term
say
used worldwide.
herb dick, I'm saying URB for urban.
Oh, how about if I herb dick? What herb dick? Herb Dictionary says for herb dick.
Try herb dick.
Depends on how you spell it.
There you go.
Or you
Hold
could
on, let me
try
see what it comes up.
herbed dick.
Herb dick.
Herbs.
Herb
like
dick.
Cilantro.
So, BGs, you missed last time. We had to teach Robin how to talk what tossing a salad was.
Oh God! Oh Jesus! Oh Christ!
And the crazy thing, BG's, was when Robin was in jail, her whole gang's initiation, and she was the leader of the gang. They had to toss out her salad.
Yeah, that was so crazy.
Whoa! Watch out!
Yuck.
Okay, you know that song where I first heard of. Tossed salad and scrambled eggs. That was part of the theme song for the show with Kelsey Grammer.
Frasier, yeah.
Frasier.
Yeah, Frasier.
Tossed salad and scrambled eggs. I don't think they meant that on that famous show.
Truffle juice.
Let's just say this: who the fuck eats salad with scrambled eggs?
I never questioned it, Jiggy.
Well, the Orientals, they do
whoa.
eggs
The who?
and fried rice.
What year are you from?
Wait, who is that? Who is that?
What did you just say?
The Asians?
Yeah, that's what you say.
Oh, there's your puppy.
You were definitely in the military.
Shut up. Look at that baby.
He's gone. Do you know what he did? Do you know
That
what my dog
looks-
did?
What
What?
your dog did?
He killed a possum.
Yay, doing his job, protecting the family.
Actually, possums are harmless, and they're actually very good for the environment.
And they never catch rabies.
No, that's right. They take snake bites. They eat ticks. They do a lot of good, actually.
Well, you have to consider that a family member committed homicide.
No, well, maybe the possum was aggressive to the
Do you
dog, and the dog had to
protect the
defend itself.
family member, or what
It's
happened?
just, well, he walked around with it in his mouth for about an hour and wouldn't let it out. And then I had to let him in the house so he could bury it on his chair. Like, 'cause he's got his own, like, let me just show you. This is his seat on our lounge, and that's his chair. So he knows that's his chair. So he took it in and put it down, and they're big. That was a baby, and they're big, and it was certainly gone. So yeah, I
Cut the dog
after,
off.
so it's horrible.
I mean, it's in Australia. It's one of the few things that it could play with that won't kill it, you know.
And they're very our possums are like very cute. Our possums are cute. They're not like the possums you guys have over there.
Possums are good for pets. If you rescue a baby, they'll bond with you, and they're very sweet and they snuggle.
So I was very angry with him the other day. So,
But wait, is an Australian possum the same thing as us Yanks consider a possum? You never know. Their idea of a possum could be something with 14 legs, 3 eyes, and, claws.
Your possums look weird. Like yours have got more points
then
in
what
the
the fuck
face.
do yours look like?
Owls are
Exactly.
really
See, now
cute.
Robin's on board now. She's going.
Owls are cute. Well,
That's a
the ones that I
cute. He's
have.
that cute
Ours are
person.
cute.
I have.
Shut up, Jiggy.
I'm
Ours are
pretty sure
cute.
it was a ringtail possum. What they call a ringtail possum.
Okay, so you
Oh.
guys have different kinds of possums.
Yeah.
Oh,
We have
I'm
brush
back to
Oh, they're
tail,
all
wondering.
just
ringtail.
and
Oh
they
yeah, they don't
leave
look anything
Roma.
like ours. Yeah, they don't.
No,
They
Uh,
look
they're
more like a
nothing.
lemur or something.
I don't know what.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they
They
do.
look a bit
Yeah.
like a lemur.
but they're not predators. They mean no harm.
God, no. But my dog is a predator.
Well,
My dog
that's
wants to kill
yeah, that's
everything.
your dog's job.
Yeah.
He thought he was
Yeah, I
doing
know,
his
but it's
job.
just not. It's not pleasant. It's not nice.
Protect
Well, of
the
course
pack.
it's not.
He did a
No.
protect.
He did. Yeah.
Well, at least you got something that's cute other than just koala bears. But then you got fucking drop bears and other crazy shit. Fuck Australia.
Yeah, I've got a bit of everything. I was hoping my Maggie was gonna come down when I was outside, but he didn't.
Oh, they are so cool.
Yeah, they're beautiful. I love them.
They almost sound robotic.
Yeah, they can mimic everything. They're quite a smart bird.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I want a pet magpie.
So
Who doesn't?
yeah, I would love a pet Maggie. Like I've got mine are approachable. Like they'll come to me for food, but I can't
love
pat
that.
them as such. Like
Not yet.
but they don't swoop me, which is a good thing. So
Oh yeah, like trying to grab your hair and shit. Yeah.
they
Take an eye
they'll
out.
take your eye out with a beak
Yeah.
easy. Yeah.
Holy fuck.
My
Yeah.
friend, when one of my jobs I used to do was to deal with dog management, and we were checking dog registrations, and we were out just walking in the streets, and she got swooped and got clipped in the back, and I had to take her to hospital to go get stitches. So and tetanus.
Wow.
So they do.
Okay,
They
so
do
now
damage.
there's birds. Now there are birds.
Something else in
Jiggy.
Australia. Exactly.
Jesus,
Fuck
something
Australia.
else,
Nope.
Jiggy.
It's like spring for us, so everything's like all the animals are reproducing,
Aggressive.
and, all of that sort of. Yeah, they're protecting their young. Yeah.
Boy, I'm sort of mentally making a list along with Jiggy Beach. Wow.
Yeah.
What?
Like normally you could think about maybe 5 reasons I won't go to some place. You know, there's parts of the world you might say, well, maybe there's 10, but Australia's like 25. Like it's like double, triple, almost anything else.
It's not that bad. I guess we we live in it every day, so it's just so normal.
Well, exactly.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Your normal is not a normal. I want to be my normal.
I know.
No
I
need for all that
couldn't.
shit.
I couldn't.
I'm just reading the chat because I've got it on my TV. That's why I keep looking over the other way. But Eileen was saying mince is the answer for Maggies. Like right now, I feed them kibble, like puppy kibble, because they've got if you feed them mince, the baby's beaks don't develop properly. So you got to be adults. You can feed mince, no worries. But with the babies, you got to be careful. So that's from a vet friend.
You'll have to educate me. What is the American equivalent to something called mince?
Beef,
mashed up food,
mince meat.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Soft food,
like ground beef.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. Mince.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
They couldn't just call it ground beef. They gotta call it minced.
Yeah, minced meat. That's what they call it.
It's ground beef.
Well, ground beef.
It could be
Either
chicken.
way. But apparently, one of my friends her daughter's a vet nurse, she was like really angry that I was feeding my Maggies mince, and I was like, but they love it. And she's like, no, apparently it doesn't help with the baby's beak development. When they're older, it's not so much of an issue, but because they've got soft beaks when they're babies, obviously. So, and this is baby season.
Toughen them up.
Yeah, so I'm feeding them kibble at the moment. They come in, it's hilarious. I've got like a bag outside, and they come in and just go feed themselves and like chirp away, and I'm just like, go for it, buddy. All good.
That's intriguing. You think that protein source from the meat alone would be fine for their beak? It must be something within the keratin of their
Yeah,
beak
I don't
that
know. It's
won't.
when they're young. Yeah.
Hmm.
Interesting.
Interesting.
I
Yeah,
never
I agree.
thought of it like that. I just thought, oh, they'll love the mince, the ground beef. They'll love it. Like, you know.
Yeah,
And
and
they
even
do.
their feathers, protein.
Yeah. Yeah.
It doesn't work like it works for human beings, damn it.
Yeah, of course not. Yeah.
They're different.
Yeah, I never thought of it. I would just fit in mince or like sausage meat. Like, I don't know if you guys have sausage mince.
Yeah, ground sausage. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Down at the farm, Bob Evans. Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
You make sausage patties for breakfast.
Yeah.
I'm working hard over here I got 2 possibilities still looking.
What are we looking for?
Urban Dictionary. Nobody's helping me out, so
Oh,
I'm trying to use my own dirty mind to figure out something to find.
Dirty little mind.
Apparently, your mind isn't that dirty.
And that's a dirty mind, let me tell you.
Yeah,
Well, here's the thing. I found some. I just don't want. I'm trying to stay away from the ones that involve shit. I'm sorry. I just feel like that's been done.
No
You
more
don't need
cages.
to visit
No
any
more.
of those.
None
That's
of that.
what they all
Yeah.
have to do with. So it's limiting my search.
How about
I
let me
got
try to
2
make something
possible. One, they're
facetious
kind of,
stuff.
they're not some of my best. I'm still looking.
Well,
Let's see if there's
don't
something
look
called
too long because I'll
a
forget.
Miami cocktail.
Oh, I don't
It
even
sounds
know
like
if
it
we
should
want
be
to
in
look that
there.
up.
Miami cocktail.
Did anyone
right.
Google why did we invent chainsaws? Why did we invent chainsaws?
Oh,
No,
that
was
one's
the
your homework
beginning of
assignment.
that.
It's very
Okay.
grisly.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, it's pretty grisly. Why they
Is it
originally?
war related?
No.
Okay, that's all right then.
Is it disposal of human body related?
Actually, I'll just spit it out. What it was actually invented for, a chainsaw was invented to cut a woman's pelvic bone to assist with childbirth. Look at the expression on
They
Gigi's
still
face.
have tools like that for orthopedic surgeries. When you think about it, there's drills and all that.
All right.
Yeah, very barbaric.
I figured it was for a lumberjack type thing, but heck no, it was for a childbirth thing where they just bzzz, right with that pelvic bone. Yeah.
No.
No thanks.
Yep.
It's the early
Fuck, that
version
would
of the
hurt.
C-section, I guess.
What year was that?
And I couldn't tell you. I'm probably 1700s. Yeah. On one side of my mouth tell you not to Google it, and on the other side of my mouth is you'll have to Google it to find out when. But
Yes.
Wow.
it's just
Okay.
Yeah, I was today years old a couple days ago. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me.
Huh.
Did you
Yeah,
meet,
exactly, Drew J.
Jiggy, did you meet Robin when you went to Cali?
No, she kept GMing me, trying to get me to go to her house, but I was scared. She was trying to, do something to me.
He's
Yeah,
gonna end up in our
I mean,
closet.
he was only 1,000 miles away. I mean, geez.
It was north. You were going north, weren't you?
Yeah, but she's Southern Cali still. I was
I'm
north.
down here in
It's
LA.
like,
Yeah.
one side of the country to the other.
1,000
No, not really.
miles away.
How long did it
California.
take you to fly?
Well, on the way there was not even 6 hours. It's normally 6 hours. And on the way back, it was only that pilot was on. He was in a rush apparently
He
because
was
it was
on
5
crack.
hours. It was
You get
5 hours
tailwinds.
and 7 minutes.
You get tailwinds. Most weather travels from west to east.
Just good jet streams.
Yeah.
They had a really good. It
It
was
all
a good storm
goes-
that created a really incredible jet stream that they all jumped on. That's why when he was fucking ascending, it was like, geez, he just boom, he was up, he was ready to go.
Did you go through time zones though?
Oh yeah, when I
Oh,
left
yeah, great.
when I left San Francisco, the moon was coming up, and when I got home, the moon was going down.
Oh, cool.
Pacific, Central.
That's
and
legit what it
Eastern.
was. Because on the way, like when I'm leaving San Francisco, I'm like, damn, the moon looks like literally like it's right there. And then I get home and I'm like, as I'm landing, I'm like, yeah, the moon was like right there. It was hilarious. So yeah, you definitely on the different time
because,
zones.
like
And
right
you would have had a
now,
full moon too.
Yeah, well, it was right before the full moon. I don't think it was exactly full yet, but it was right before the harvest.
Yeah, but it
moon.
would have been around that time.
Yeah, it was beautiful. I mean, the moon was. I mean, like I said, it looked like literally like in that plane window. Like when I was leaving, and I'm like, damn, you could touch. It looked like you could literally touch it. It was so big. And on the when we were landing, the same thing. I'm like, look at the fucking moon. It's incredible. It's cool. I love flying. I have no problems with it.
Oh, man.
What did I watch? I actually watched
Last
the movie.
time I flew was 2017. Isn't that sad?
Yeah, what the fuck did I watch?
The in-flight movie?
I'm trying to know what the fuck it was. Oh, it was the Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard.
Yeah.
Yes.
How'd you like it?
It's.
You said it was good.
I like Ryan Reynolds. I'm a big fan of Ryan Reynolds, and I'm a huge fan of Samuel L. Jackson. And you put those two together, the first movie is hilarious. But the second movie, you throw a filthy fucking mouth Selma Hayek in it, it was even better. Like she just, I love that. That's just me, but I thought it was comic genius.
How many times is he going to show up in the DC
What's up,
universe?
Keith?
He's in
Who?
All right,
Deadpool, Ryan Reynolds, Deadpool. Ryan Reynolds.
That's not the DC universe. He was Green Lantern in the DC universe. Deadpool.
Well, then maybe I'm thinking the other way. Marvel.
Yeah,
universe.
it's reverse. Yeah, he was Green Lantern first in the DC universe, but then he went on to do the role he should have played, which is Deadpool in the Marvel.
Fucking lost me.
But then he's also doing the Ryan Reynolds 2 thing or something. What am I thinking of?
No, they're working on Deadpool 3, if anything, because they've already done Deadpool 2.
Oh, well.
Yeah, I don't know. He was Green Lantern was a horrible casting.
And he knows that it was horrible too.
Yes, he does. He made fun of it in Deadpool. He literally makes fun of the Green Lantern role in the movie.
Yeah, he wrote that too. Apparently, like that was his idea to do that.
There was no. So the funny thing about it, there's an X-Men movie. It's the Wolverine movie. I think it's Wolverine Origins, one of those movies, and they have his character as Deadpool when they first kind of introduce him. But at some point in the movie, they have his lips sewn shut, which is the irony of it all. Because if you watch Deadpool, you see how much he fucking talks. So, but in the Wolverine movie, they actually show his mouth shut to shut him the fuck up. It's hilarious. Genius. Of course, I'm the only fucking comic book nerd in here now.
Yes, you are.
You got Keith in the chat. You're good.
Yeah, I need help in here. It's like all this fucking estrogen in here. So I'm gonna fucking bail me out.
How about I like make this nice and I don't know. I will taint the stream with, some perversion.
Oh,
Do
nice. Get dirty, Jilly. Yeah,
so,
girl.
I found 3 that I was I definitely. Well, I just was trying to find something good, so I think a Lucky Pierre might be the winner tonight. Guys, gotta help me out. Give you guys
Lucky
as long as I get a term that I can
search
in.
Enchanté.
Here's another one.
Do you have
Robin
to spell
might
it
have
for
a
me?
story to go along with this. Who knows? Let's see.
Let's see.
So a Lucky Pierre is the person in the middle position of a 3-person threesome. To achieve the status of the Lucky Pierre, they must both be penetrated by the person behind them and penetrating the person in front of them at the same time. But this is not exclusively a homosexual act performed by 3 men. It can be performed by one lucky man, 2 ladies, 1 who is equipped with a strap-on dildo. It can also be performed by 2 bisexual gentlemen and a lady. You have choices.
Right.
Can I just clarify? Did you
the
say
possibilities are numerous? What?
A lucky pair or a
Pierre? Pierre, as the French do.
He didn't like that one. He didn't like that one because
the French.
So
the French.
Here's
Wait a minute. Hold on. I have questions.
Yeah.
When they're penetrating, are they penetrating the same hole, or is one in the pink and one in the stink?
One in the pink, one. Yeah, I think it's like one in the front, one in the back.
Okay, because I mean they do double penetration, so I just want to clarify all this to make sure I understood how this works.
Yeah, it sounds like actually
like
it
a man
sounds
with
like
experience.
The person in the middle is getting it from the back.
What?
And then
wait,
hold
Robin.
on, rereading.
Watch yourself, Robin.
So the person in the middle is getting penetrated by both. So they're getting one each hole.
Okay. Got it.
All right.
But it can be any combination of
know.
male, female, because it's not exclusive to just. Guys.
Can you use that in a sentence?
And Bob and Christy decided last night to have the night of their dreams as Bob fucked Anne. Christy pegged him with her strap on, and there was much rejoicing. Bob finally had become a lucky Pierre and could now die a happy man.
All
Uh,
So I have another. Have I done tequila?
I don't have anything to say about this.
Sure you don't, Robin.
Any comments?
She's like, I'm not letting that go on the
Any life
stream.
experience you want to share with us?
Robin said no, it was just a traditional train. It wasn't any of that Lucky
Yeah.
Pierre shit. It was just a train.
I have not had a lucky Pierre. I've just used that
Me
in a
either.
sentence.
And I think I'll pass. I don't need to be a lucky Pierre.
But have you ever had a train run on you? Is a question though.
No, I'm good.
There's a difference, BGs.
Well, yeah, there's a big difference.
Oh, is there? Explain, please.
Well,
I heard there was a difference. Tell me.
well, we have a thing called an O-Bahn.
A what?
What?
Oh, come on. You got you can't laugh for 10 minutes. Let us in on the joke. Come on.
O-Bahn.
Yeah.
O-Bahn?
Yeah.
O-Bahn.
You know what the O stands for.
All right. So what's going on there? What happens?
Nothing. I'm just thinking about, you were talking about train tracks, and I was like, we've got O-Bahn tracks, which is different.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, I thought.
Okay, we probably don't even.
We were
wanna
getting like, we
know.
thought there was going to be some cool, like.
So what was so fucking funny about it? Like, was it the word?
Nothing. You won't get it. So, Chappie was here. He would
Why
get
is
it.
Australia so fucking complicated? Oh my
We had like
gosh.
so the O-Bahn is a concrete track that buses travel on, and they do 100 kilometers an hour, which is not very fast. But we've gone and sat under the O-Bahn tracks when the buses have gone over. I don't know if you've ever done that, but it's fun.
Why do buses need
like a
track- Oh.
vibration?
Because they don't get driven. Like the drivers take their hands off the steering wheel and they just go.
I still don't get it.
I don't get
It's
another reason to not go to
It's a
Australia.
German thing. So
Okay.
yeah.
So I
Weirdos.
I don't know anything about.
I found
They
it
got
to be
buses
O-Bahn.
on tracks that aren't really tracks. Like we used to have buses that had
Are you saying
that went over the tracks,
U-Bahn?
but they had cables
O-Bahn.
attached to the
If you
top of
do
them.
O-BAHN.
Okay, because in Germany they do have something called an U-Bahn, but it is with a U, and that's like a subway system.
In South Australia, we have O-Bahn.
We have the
You just have a bunch of buses that roll over concrete for no fucking reason. Basically, you're saying.
Yes, and the biggest thrill is when you're under the tracks and the bus goes over you and you get lifted off the ground.
Oh,
cool.
You probably
okay.
fucking die, but anyway. That's the shit I used to
stuff
do.
like that.
Now it sort of makes sense. Thank you.
That's why I was laughing, because I was just thinking about when the bus ran over us and we were underneath going,
hey, our fucking buses here do 100 miles an hour on the fucking streets. Okay.
Yep.
yeah, no, we don't. Ours don't do that.
No, they don't. They better not. They do sometimes, but they're not supposed to. Okay. The T, as we call it, is fucking. They're aggressive motherfuckers.
Yes, they are.
Even
You
the
don't
fucking
mess
train.
with the bus. Always give way to the bus.
Not here. Even school buses, like these motherfuckers, the school buses will be flashing, and people will still go through that shit. They have video after video in states where they're just starting to set up traps for people because they don't give a fuck about school buses. Like you see kids dodging cars doing like 60 miles an hour and shit getting off the school bus.
Jeez.
People, I'm sure you have it in California too. What are you talking about? Geez, go look on YouTube. It's all over the country. People are fucking assholes. There's literally a video of a guy who every day would go up on the sidewalk to avoid the school bus until the police finally set up a trap for this dude, or it was a woman or a man, I don't know which one it was, and was like what the fuck? They gave this motherfucker ticket after ticket after ticket. It's like we have video after video of you every day going on the sidewalk literally to avoid the school bus.
But there are crossing guards and paid people who.
Not everywhere. You got to remember some bus routes, but some bus routes literally pick up kids in front of their houses and drop them off in front of their houses, or the house could be across the street. And even just getting off that bus to cross the street to the house, there are people who ignore that shit.
the flashing
Wow.
red lights where it says in big letters.
Everything.
"Stop
They have
if
the
you
little
see
fucking
lights
sign they put out,
flashing."
everything. Like they have even buses even now have a crossing stick that they let out that goes like this in front of it so that it's letting the kids know. They still go around.
swerve
Find
around
a
it.
pic of the O-Bahn and I'll post it on Twitter and then you can have a look.
Yeah, I want to see the L-bomb.
I just read what Eileen wrote about the Poseidon kiss, and I think that's hilarious because I think we've all had one of them.
It's when you poop and flush the loo, the water that jumps back and hits your bum.
Oh, yeah, and that can give you a serious infection in your vag, ladies. Never do a courtesy flush. Never do a courtesy flush because
And
you
ladies,
can
do not wipe from back to front, okay? Not back to front.
It's always front to back.
Thank
Reach
you, Jiggy,
around
for
and
giving
back.
us.
Hey, I had a nephew whose girlfriend was from. I had a nephew whose girlfriend was from like Guatemala or something like that, and she kept getting yeast infections. And I was like, dude, what is she? She's not sanitary. Then something's not right and shit. And then come to find out that she wiped back to front. No, it wasn't a splash. She wiped back to front.
Back to front. Yeah, you
Yes.
reach from the front and wipe everything. No.
No, you're wiping stuff. You're wiping shit onto your vagina, is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like you're wiping
so
back
you
to front.
always reach around. Always reach around.
How do we get to these fucking conversations?
I don't know. Shit happens.
It was
from my-
These are public service announcements. There's somebody may have been like, "Oh, that's how you do it."
Okay, yeah, all right.
Eileen of
I blame Mac
Scotland.
Mac.
Front to back,
Eileen of
please.
Scotland.
Get a bidet.
Popular.
Get a bidet.
Front to back.
Don't
I
get a
remember when
bidet because they come with cameras, from what I understand.
Okay, what the fuck are you? Who's installed? First of all, if you're installing anything okay, good luck, Rob. I don't know who the fuck you roll with. Like you roll with some freaky, crazy ass people. Like every bidet you think that they sell in the store has a camera in it.
Okay, I used to belong to a group where the bidet cam was a big deal. Never mind.
Yeah,
I'm
because
not part of
Robin,
that
you're a
group.
fucking freak. Exactly, Robin is a.
I'm a fucking freak. Okay, so
Bidet cam.
bidet cam.
Who the fuck wants to look? Well, some people do, I guess. Never mind.
Who's tapping into that camera?
There's
apparently Robin. She was in a group where that was popular, so apparently Robin was one of them. How'd she
I
get in the
owned
group in the
it.
first damn place?
I owned a franchise.
Robin's a fecal freak.
Robin's done a lot of things in her life, so
And we only know half of it.
You
We only
see,
know
there's
half.
always a little nugget of Robin that I get every time I speak. That I'm like, that's something new I didn't know about her. Bidet cams. There you go.
Bidet cams. Yeah. Access through TimeCube Platinum. If you have the premium TimeCube Platinum, you have access to all the bidet cams spread across the entire globe.
What was your cam called, Robin?
I don't disclose that. What? Yeah, you can't trick me.
Oh God.
Okay, boy, you guys, it's almost 9:30 here.
Hallelujah.
Oh, it's only 12:30 here.
Yeah. Oh, well, I'm the sissy, obviously.
No, you're not. I'm just teasing you.
No,
I have to go anyway.
You all,
huh?
I have to go.
Yeah,
I have to go do some errands.
yes, what time is it there?
Hey,
it's tomorrow there.
It's Saturday here. It's 2 o'clock in
Saturday
the
here,
afternoon.
too.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm still here on Friday, and when I got the notice that Jiggy was doing this, I was headed to bed.
I was just like, "What? Friday? What?"
Well, it's technically Saturday now where we are.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Where you
Eastern
guys are,
time,
you're 26 minutes into Saturday. Where you guys are?
We have a significant sporting event on today or tonight, and it's completely crazy because of all this shit that we're going through in Australia. Our AFL football grand final is being held in Perth, and which is the first time in I don't know how many years, since last year probably, that it hasn't been held in Melbourne, but that is on tonight. So
Can you do me a favor, BGs, before you go? What is the state of Australia right now?
it's fucked.
We've been
So,
I'm,
speaking
could-
an hour
let her.
ago.
I want her to
let me
speak.
tell you
Yeah.
this, right? My sister is in an apartment in Sydney, in Mossman, right? So she's in North Sydney. Her furniture has been removed and it's in Queensland. Her car is waiting to go to Queensland. She's been waiting for 3 weeks in an empty apartment to get a fucking exemption to fly to fucking Queensland.
Oh, honey.
So sorry.
She is like losing her mind.
Is that
Yeah.
is that something that's drivable though, or is it not accessible? You have to
They've
fly
shut
there.
the border. You can't fucking go across anywhere.
Yeah.
It's fucking locked down. Like it's
Christ.
ridiculous.
That's like third world conditions, practically. I
It's
don't
not
mean.
right, and that's why you're seeing a lot of like the states like Victoria and New South Wales. There's been a lot of
Protesting.
protests and stuff.
Yeah.
It's because people are so sick of being locked down. Like, but like when you can't get, like, I can fly to Queensland, no problems, because I'm in South Australia and we don't have any issues. Whereas my sister has got a job in Queensland. She's living in New South Wales, but they won't let her get into Queensland to do her job. It's ridiculous. Like she's literally in a 1-bedroom apartment with no furniture. She's got a blow-up mattress and her laptop.
Oh, honey.
Oh my God.
Sorry to hear
Like,
that, Big.
I mean, how was that? Like, how was that even? When they talk about mental
Humane.
health and how that is affecting people, she's been in lockdown for 12 weeks, mind you, too. So
Oh,
they've not been able to travel more than like 3 kilometers from their house. It's ridiculous. It's stupid. So, and we're gonna our state is completely COVID free, but like the country has got it, right? So once they start opening up the borders and everyone's vaccinated and blah blah blah, it's still going to come through and we're still going to get locked down. It's just going to be bullshit. It's not healthy at the moment in Australia.
Oh, honey, I'm so sorry.
I'm
I'm
sorry.
so glad you're here with us.
I'm happy that I'm here with you. I do like when people sit there and talk about Australia, the western side and the southern and northern, like Northern Territory and South, we're good. We're all right, but the eastern side of Australia is not healthy.
Oh,
It's sad.
Yeah, 'cause it's your countrymen.
Yeah, it's not good. So,
babes.
And when my sister's going through it, and she's crying on the phone to me every day, it breaks your heart because I can't do anything. I can't be there. She's got no one over there. Like it's horrible. She's got some really good friends, mind you, but like some of them aren't allowed to travel to her house because they're not within the zone. Like, it's ridiculous.
God,
so yeah, it's so some of us are doing it easy and some of us are doing it tough. So that's all I can say.
Stupid question, but who enforces this stuff? What happens if they finally just say, "All right, I've had enough. I'm going to get up and do what I want." And screw this air mattress and laptop. I'm going to get up and go where I want.
Are there arrests?
Who enforces that?
Yeah, the police.
The police will enforce that stuff.
Oh God, yeah. People are getting fined like $5,000 for being outside of their house when they're not meant to be.
Whoa.
It's ridiculous.
Whoa.
So yeah, I don't know if you saw Father's Day. They had like the Queensland and New South Wales border, and they were literally like
people reaching
meeting up
over
with family members over the border, but they had like the border in between them. Like that was Father's Day.
I saw that, and trying to hug, stretched out over it.
Yeah. Yep.
Heartbreaking.
How ridiculous it is. You can be just on that wrong side of the border and you're stuck and you can't even get into the other state. Like, so each state and territory like run their own game. So it's weird. So every premier, like every state has a premier and they're like running the game. So every state is running under a different banner.
Little megalomaniacs.
Yeah. So
it's like our governors, pretty much, right?
I was
Very
just gonna
much
say
so.
that's how
It's
the United
exactly
States
the
was.
same.
Every state
Yeah.
was doing.
Yeah.
Maine closed their borders to any
Yeah.
travelers. Not as
Yeah.
bad
Well,
as you.
we
though.
can't have international at all. Like we can't even fly out international. Like barely can get a flight interstate.
I have a friend who's going to need to try to go back home to Ireland. I wonder how well he's going to do.
I don't know. That's a bit different over there. They've opened up everything over there, so I think
I hope
I
so.
think it's okay. So
He's needing to go home.
Boy,
but that's
nothing's
where
like
we
it
need
used
to
to
be, and we're not. They're going on about getting 80% vaccinations and all this bullshit, and then everything will be okay. But it's like, no, it won't be. We're still going to be living with COVID, and it's still going to be as what it is. So you know, it'll be like how you guys are, like just normal.
Please
I
correct
wouldn't
me
call
if
us normal, but
Yeah,
I
I
know what
wouldn't
you
call
mean.
us
We got a
normal at
lot
all.
more freedom than you do.
Yeah, they're trying to call it the new normal, but none of us are getting used to it. None of us
No,
are getting
no,
used to it.
it's yeah.
You can't.
So I mean, we're sheltered in South Australia. Very lucky. Like I think we've had 4 people die from COVID. Like 4.
Yeah, New Zealand, the entire 2 islands of New Zealand, 27 total deaths.
Yeah. Yep.
27.
Yeah.
And they are on a strict lockdown.
Yeah.
They can't go
Yeah.
anywhere.
It's full on. Like the lockdowns, I don't think they're necessary because COVID's coming whether we like it or not.
It's going to be here forever, some people say.
Yeah. It's just crazy.
Jesus.
Yeah. But anyway, on that note.
On that
If it was
happy
truly
note,
made in
good to
China, it
see
won't
you,
be here
sweetheart.
forever.
Yeah, and thanks for listening and good to see everybody and
Thanks for stopping by,
everyone
B.
take care.
Always
soon.
good to see you.
BG.
Thanks for
Catch you
sharing.
Great to
later.
see your face.
Cool
It's
whip.
good. Cool whip.
Cool whip.
Emu motherfuckers.
Aluminum.
Emu.
See
Emu
ya.
motherfuckers.
Oregano.
That's gonna be
Aluminum.
BG's mantra will forever be emu
motherfuckers.
Root
motherfuckers.
beer float, motherfucker.
Emu
Fight
motherfuckers.
'em, bitch.
I want
All
the
right.
t-shirt.
Catch us-
Emu
Catch
motherfuckers.
us later, everybody. And I'm gonna say go the D's in the grand final for the
Go
AFL.
Red Sox.
ball.
Go Patriots.
Go the D's. Catch us.
Sports tributes.
Go Bucks.
I don't get them. Okay, I'm gonna duck out too. Are
We
you?
thought you were gone already.
Duck, duck, goose.
Fuck you. Okay.
Soundboard's back.
Bye. Bye. I love you guys. Except Jiggy. Okay, bye.
Don't take no wood
Bye,
nickels.
Dragons!
You better be glad that I have an old soundboard. Because when I had to download this shit on my phone the other day, there's a lot of new apps for that shit.
I had one of those apps on my old phone. I used to have that song that said "Suck a Dick."
What?
That's a song?
Yeah.
Where have I
I used
been?
to sing. It was an app that I had, and I don't remember what I don't think it's not on my new phone. I'd have to look for it, but it was. If you look at it's on a couple of the old live streams where I played it, and it's a guy singing "Suck a Dick."
Okay.
I think
It was
I
when I
might
was looking
need
for
that.
voice changer stuff or sound, like it was just or soundboard stuff.
What?
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 What? So she said.
What?
Who?
What she said? Oh, what she said?
And he's off.
Jiggy,
How
what are
you
you
do-
eating?
Almond M&M's. Okay. Smoking blunts.
No, it's not on my phone anymore. I was just looking to see if I still have the app, but I don't have it. Sorry.
Yeah, I always take all that stuff off of old phones. One thing I keep on old phones is music.
Yeah, like I didn't bother downloading all the old app. Like I'm sure if I search for it, but by the time it downloads and installs,
And it may not even install on a newer phone because a lot of those old apps, they're not powered for new stuff. You can't update them.
And with the you know, I'm lucky that I'm even able to be here live. If I tried to take Wi-Fi to download an app, I'll probably get kicked off the stream.
Jeez.
Don't get kicked off.
Try not to. Actually, I'm gonna have to try to plug my iPad in soon.
I'll smoke one more blunt with you folks. Okay.
You're gonna have the candy flavored one to go with your M&Ms.
Yeah, it's the same weed I've been smoking. I mean, this shit has got some seriously good taste to it. It smokes really good too.
If only we knew the name.
I know. I'll have to ask tomorrow. I'll figure it out. I'll find out. But then it's not even going to be, I don't know. Well, I'll try to figure it out, but probably not. Who cares?
Terpenes. It is wonderful what they can do with terpenes.
Listen, just like last weekend, these people are talking a whole lot of language about weed, mushrooms, psychedelics, and how they grow it and all this type of shit. And they're looking at me and talking to me. I'm like, I just eat mushrooms and smoke weed and DMT.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't say about the process of shit. I was like, you can talk to me all day. I'll look at you cockeyed. Like, I'm being honest with you. I know I don't have a green thumb. I have a black thumb. I've killed cactus.
Me too.
Okay. I got one little plant in my window that's struggling. My grandbaby gave me for Father's Day, and that thing is still struggling. I don't know water patterns. I don't understand anything about that type of shit.
I had a beautiful hand-painted potted plant given to me for Mother's Day that is dead.
Aww.
Sorry, I've tried. I used to have a windowsill. I have like cactus and stuff on it. I bought a bunch of little plants and like I'm gonna figure this out. And they lasted for a couple months or maybe 2 or 3 months. And all of a sudden I just get busy and I'll walk by them and forget because I'm always in a hurry. And next thing you know, they're like, sorry, I tried. I'm serious. Like I killed the Venus flytrap.
Oh, those are easy to kill.
There was some plant my aunts gave me when I got my first place. That was supposed to be the hardest one to kill. I killed it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Unless you can water yourself and get some yourself all the time, I don't know what to tell you. I think I need a walk-in plant, like and be a walk itself to whatever part of the house it needs to be. I'm not the dude from The Professional and shit.
Yeah, no.
He didn't even survive what his plant did.
True, very true. Well, my Nana used to talk to all of her. See, I didn't inherit any of the good, like these genes in my family. Like my Nana she had beautiful plants. She would always like bring ones back to life, but she made a point. She talked to them as she watered and spritzed them. I don't have time to have conversations with my plants.
Yeah, but again, that was old days. Grandma probably wasn't working a 9 to 5 or a fucking 9 to fucking 9 at night, like most people do. Nowadays, though, I'm just saying it was just the how much time do you really have in a day compared to back then?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just
because my grandmother had the most beautiful rose garden in front of her. It's still there. Like whoever owns the house now, like the rose is still bloom. They're gorgeous. Yeah, shit happens. Not me. Mm-mm.
If you ever have a clipping.
My friend, his father, next to the house, because I remember after his father died, we had to take all this stuff down. Like he was from is it Palermo, Sicily? Is that what it is?
Yeah,
or
Palermo.
Palermo is in Sicily, right? In Italy. So his father came to America, and the house that they had, it's in like Brighton. The house is still there because his mother's still there. He built a oven, like a pizza oven next to the house, but he also had like a vineyard. He had a fucking garden with insane stuff like eggplant and mullion. That's how I found out what mullion meant. But so eggplants, and he grew tomatoes, all this stuff that he would actually use and cook everything with. It's like, the whole side of the house was nothing but all this fucking just beautiful fucking garden of stuff. It's like, I hear you. I couldn't do that. Nope. Maybe when I'm older.
One of my old landlords where I lived, like I would have had a small backyard, but it was his tomato garden. And granted, I would get a bucket of fresh tomatoes, so I really shouldn't complain, but no, it was like rows and rows every year.
Not
yeah,
me.
no.
Can't do it. What's an air plant?
I've heard of those.
They're talking about them
they're
in the chat.
a real fluffy plant. It's real fluffy looking, like a ferny, fluffy, sort of looks like a pine needle-y, but it's not pine needles. It's real fluffy. And they're supposed to just live on the air, the moisture on the air alone. They don't.
Eh.
Well, I
But
guess
are they
there's other kinds of air
eye
plants.
candy though? Are they good looking plants?
There's
keep
some, and then
picturing a
there's some that
dandelion.
look like a what is the thing that you make tequila out of? Agave.
Oh,
Some look
agave.
like a little agave, and they'll hang out like that. Spanish moss. I guess it's more of a parasite, though. I don't think.
Whoa,
It's
I don't want no
quite an air
parasite. I don't want no invasive ass plant in my house and shit. Next time I wake up, it's strangling me. I don't need Seymour up in my crib. Like, feed me, Jiggy, feed me. No, I'm good.
Does it have to be humans?
Suddenly Seymour. What? Why do
Yeah,
I
it's
remember
you're gonna
that?
wake up with this singing next to you.
Yeah, exactly. Little shop of heart. No, I'm good.
Yeah. Well, at least
Luckily, where I live, the previous owners did a lot with the landscaping. It just all comes back. Fantastic. Because I would never know what to do, but everything just comes, like everything they planted just comes back every year.
Back every year, yeah.
And actually, we had stuff last year
perennials or annuals?
during when everyone was in lockdown. We had things that came up that we never knew were even planted, because you know how the environment changed so much. Like, you know, you can see the sky. We had things that came that I didn't know that was here after 5 years. But yeah, it all just comes back.
Wouldn't it be nice if marijuana grew like that?
Seriously, right?
It doesn't. Like, people who don't understand weed think that like you just plant it and forever trees are just going to grow there forever. It does not work like that at all. It'd be a beautiful thing if it did. Like, imagine if you could just plant that tree once, and every fucking spring or whatever, it's going to start to doing this thing, and by fall you could harvest those trees without any work other than like the natural climate and everything that goes. That'd be a beautiful thing. But yeah, I don't believe that exists. I don't think it exists, but yeah. Keats, I have a question for you real quick. I need to circle back to something that maybe you might know. Speaking of Little Shop of Horrors, it's a movie guy. Is Rick Moranis going to be in this new Ghostbusters reboot? Because I thought they said it's going to be everybody, obviously, except for the one who passed away. I forget the gentleman's name. And I don't know if the black dude is going to be in it either. No, not Eugene Levy at all. No, it's Harold, is it Reitner? Harold, is it Harold Reitner? Something to that effect.
Yeah.
The one who played Egon.
Egon.
Yeah. Sorry.
He wrote it.
The ballpark.
Yeah, I don't know if Wilson Zittamore is going to be in it either. Ernie Hudson, but I know that they say, like, I know pretty much the rest of the cast is supposed to be in it. Yeah, I know. He fell off, like he had that family stuff. Then he just fell off and stopped doing movies. But I didn't know if he was going to revise his role for this particular thing. If maybe he was at that point in his life where he was willing to step back into acting again. Harold Ramis. Thank you.
Yes.
I ain't afraid of no ghost.
Is Sigourney Weaver going to go be in it too?
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know if they would need to recreate her character. I was thinking more along with the actual Ghostbusters, possibly. But I don't know if how in depth. I haven't. See, I've seen little bits and pieces. I haven't really done an in-depth search. I just don't know if you know anything about it. The new Ghostbusters are Egon's grandkids.
Yeah, that's cool.
We'll see how cool it is.
It sounds cool.
It sounds cute.
Know. Yeah, exactly. It sounds cute. I don't want to see cute. I don't want to see Spy Kids. I want to see Ghostbusters.
Yeah, I get that. I don't.
I'm not trying to be an asshole. Yeah, it's like it's cute, but I don't want to see a cute movie. I want to see Ghostbusters.
Like another Marshmallow Man, but worse.
No, they're not grown grandchildren at all. They're definitely not. I've seen some of the previews because it's like one of the kids from Stranger Things and stuff is in it.
Maybe this time we could get Mrs. Butterworth to come down and just ooze syrup all the way down the street.
Mm-hmm.
They had the Marshmallow Man last time. You gotta get some woman action in there. Get Mrs. Butterworth in there. With their maple.
Is she even Mrs. Butterworth anymore?
I don't know. Did they fuck?
I thought she changed her name for some reason. I thought it was just Buttersworth now.
It could be. I know they took Aunt Jemima away. They took Uncle Ben away. They took the Land O'Lakes Indian away. They changed the one ball team.
Yeah, the Washington football team.
Did they take the Quaker
actually your baseball team is changing their name too, didn't they?
I thought it was up in Ohio.
I thought it was the Cleveland Indians who were the ones who were changing their name.
Oh, it might be. Yeah, I
believe
never
so. It's
considered
one of
that.
the baseball teams, but I thought it was them who was the first baseball team to go that way because they were the ones who, yeah.
I was thinking of Kansas City Chiefs. I
No,
think
the
they.
Chiefs. I
they
don't
fuck-
think the Chiefs. Yeah, I
I
think
know
they're trying to get rid of the chop that they
the
do, the
hot
celebration.
area. Yeah, they keep messing with everything. Like that's going to fix everything, and all it does is hurt the people who's getting royalties.
Well, we're getting royalties.
Yeah.
I don't think that's how baseball works anymore, dear.
No, I'm talking about all this other junk, like Uncle Ben when they took him off, and little Aunt
I
Jemima
guess.
when they took her off, and they end up hurting the people's families.
I guess. Did they? I don't
Yeah,
know enough about it. I mean, I don't know if there's really a family of Aunt Jemima. Was she a real
yeah,
person?
yeah,
But
yeah. She was a real life person.
wouldn't their royalties not be tied to the name at this point, but to the company? You would have stock and everything in the company. Your name doesn't really come from the royalties of the
And
use of the
she
name.
actually had some grandbabies who was actually getting a little bit of change from her.
They
Her
don't have
name.
stock in the company. I would just
I
imagine they
don't
would
know
have.
how it worked exactly, but I heard an article where her great grandbabies were actually getting a little change from her name, royalties from Aunt Jemima. But she was a real life person, and people would come from everywhere to get her pancakes in this little store. And but anyway, now here in the future from them, that when they got upset and took her off the pancakes mix, her great grandbabies didn't get that royalty no more because they took her off the box.
Unfortunately, some people are doing what they think is right. Nothing fully represents everybody. I don't think you can ever make 100% of people happy. Unfortunately, there's always going to
Yeah.
be pushes from different areas and different groups and different things, and it's just. I
It's a
think
weird
people don't think
place.
about the repercussions of their actions. They don't understand that, like what you just explained right there. Like that was probably never explained to the general populace. That listen, we kind of get what you're trying to do, but at the same time, our family is still paying homage to our great whatever she was to us. This matriarch of our family, whose name and tradition we still uphold, and we would appreciate it if you did too. I didn't ever hear any kind of pushback or anything like that, which probably would have helped the cause too. And I think that's the problem, that these people who create these causes sometimes tend to have bigger voices than those who maybe not navigate social media or navigate the interwebs the way some other people are capable of doing. So it's a lose-lose situation, I guess. I love Uncle Ben's. It's my favorite rice. Like if you're gonna get me rice and cook at home, I want Uncle Ben's. Don't say Ben's. I still see Aunt Jemima. I still see whatever Land O'Lakes. But those are also our traditions. And I guess the thing too is that you also have to look for the young folks to say, do they want these to be their traditions anymore? I can't force our traditions on anybody either. Our ancestors tried to force if everybody's traditions were actually the same too, and I'm just playing devil's advocate here, then we'd be doing some crazy shit, all of us. We'd still be hanging people and burning people and judging people based on their color, their religion, and all that type of stuff. So I guess with some change that is acceptable, is all of it acceptable? Is all of it right? I'm not one to say that it all is or isn't. I don't know. I'm just one
And
man.
there's always a consequence to change, whether good or bad.
Exactly. Someone's going to get their feelings hurt.
Collateral damage.
Yeah. It's just the way the world, I think, kind of works. And who am I to say how the world is supposed to be when I'm gone, whenever that is? I'm 50 years old. So if you want to say, even though I get to live to be 100, I'm 51. So I'm already at the halfway mark, let's just say. Okay. So who am I to tell the kids who are going to be here after that, who won't be kids at that point, they'll be adults, that my traditions and my way of thinking are going to be right for them?
Exactly.
So I don't know.
On the other side of the coin, I feel if the worst thing that troubles you is a picture of an Indian girl on a box of butter, life is good to you. There's people who suffered a lot worse than worried about what the picture of a throwaway carton.
Yeah,
on the
but that's
outside of
also
butter is,
discrediting people, because you could say that about anything. We don't all pay attention to every bad thing that's going on in the world. That impacts somebody somehow, some way. I don't know who it impacts. I don't know what that demographic is, but clearly there was enough voices and enough people who raised their concern about seeing this. Now, was it the Native American community, or was it just a community of people who sympathize with the Native American community? This would say there's so many questions that would have to be asked, so many conversations that have to be tabled before I could just say, okay, this was a good or a bad thing. I don't know everybody it affects. I don't know everybody who positively is affected by it and who's negatively affected by it. I don't know the full demographic. I don't know the full research that's gone into it, the full voices that have been heard. So I can't pass judgment on any of it. I just know it exists, and what am I going to do about it? I can't do anything about it. I can't make them put Uncle Ben back on the box or make it Uncle Ben's again. I'm not in the power to do that. I'm one voice in the cog, but my voice could be heard with a whole bunch of others when it comes time to vote, I guess, on it. But in the big scheme of things, do I give a fuck?
No.
I'm still going to Uncle Ben's and call it Uncle Ben's.
Yeah. That's a good point.
A lot of battles on a lot of fronts.
That field of fucks is still barren.
We just have a lot more people on the planet, and I think sometimes people fail to realize that. So with a lot more people comes a lot more ideas, a lot more ideals, a lot more thoughts, a lot more things of how people see the world, and it's just is what it is. I've always seen change. The world has constantly been changing. It just happens to be changing a lot faster in our faces because of the internet. Information is instantaneous. It's going to reach in a minute. If something bad happens right now, no matter what conversation we have, that chat would change. And if someone had saw the news or something, they would say, oh, do you hear what just happened somewhere? What's going on? Blah, blah, blah. And we instantaneously know what's happening somewhere in the world. Just based on that. Information goes quick. Unfortunately, it ain't all good information.
Overstimulated.
Or under, if you choose to be. You can be overstimulated on this if you choose to be.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't tap into everything. I refuse to. I refuse to be fighting, putting out a million little fires everywhere that other people set and stuff like that or whatever. That's not my thing. I'm good with all that. I don't need to know everything. I need to know what I know and what I'm dealing with right now. I don't profess to know everything. You could name a whole lot of names. I look at you cockeyed like, who, what, where? Okay, yeah, I guess. But again, I'm just here for the comments.
I'm just here to cool shit.
I dipped in on your mommy's show earlier today, Jiggy. Her spice rack. She's got to have, good Lord, thousands of dollars invested in her spice rack.
She's a couponer. She doesn't. She gets it. That's what she was asking for. The glitch coupons. She's a couponer. She's got stock.
Spices are not cheap. I mean, some of them, unless you go into the dollar store and getting parts, spices are not cheap. They're pretty expensive. She's got to have.
It's got to be spicy. That's why I don't understand Robin talking about chicken with no spice. Chicken.
Plural. Thousands.
Chicken spices itself. It flavors itself. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
Paying my respects. By all means. I mean, woman's
I was on her stream for a couple minutes too. Said hi to her. And I Googled the glitch coupon for her. She's so funny. She's just coloring away, making her little her Christmas
jars.
Candles.
Yeah, they're so cool. Her gold jars.
Got all over the world over there. Good for her. I go over there with her. Yeah, that's what she's into.
That's a high dollar spice rack, baby. She's got all my respect.
She wants the spices.
Mm-hmm.
Ask her to send you a spice. Can I just have one? Just one?
Just a teaspoon?
Just a little bit. Rosemary. I love rosemary.
Rosemary, thyme.
Yeah, but rosemary is my favorite. It's got a great flavor, great smell. Goes with a lot of things. I can dig it.
I like garlic.
Garlic. You like garlic?
I like garlic.
Mm-hmm.
Can't help
I wonder why. I like chicken. What? I don't mind fried chicken. Sometimes, not all the time. And frying chicken's a pain in the ass. It's messy.
It is.
It's messy.
So messy.
If it ain't messy, you ain't frying it right. I'm just saying.
It's messy, and I get burned every single fucking time.
Listen, I don't get burned as much anymore, but yeah, no. I ain't trying to get burned.
It's messy.
Mm-mm.
I think I'm doing good. I'm like, I'm getting through this one, and then something crackles, and I'm like, fuck, and lands on my arm. I try.
I had second-degree burns on my foot from barbecue sauce.
Ooh.
Yeah. No, I'm good with getting burned. I learned my lesson.
That shit's sticky too. It doesn't
And when
just
you
come
are
off.
high, folks, remember, do not put anything in the oven unless you are remembering that you put stuff in the oven and to put oven mitts on. Okay? Not saying I've ever done that, but I've definitely burned the tips of my fingers doing dumb shit. Just saying.
Oh, that'll fuck you up.
Oh, hell yeah. It'll take your high away real quick.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And eating hot food when you're high because you like get the munchies and you got something and you're just biting into it and you're like, fuck, those 3rd-degree burns. I'll feel those later, but right now I'm good. Don't ever eat a Hot Pocket high. I don't even really eat Hot Pockets. Like, but I've
They're
learned
not
that
any
lesson.
good anymore. They used to be good.
Tostino rolls and shit. Do not ever eat them things when you're high. You're in
They
for a
used to
big
be
surprise.
good.
Nothing's the same. They say, you know, I don't know if it's just because they change food a lot, which I know they have also, but they say as you get older, your taste buds change as well too.
Yeah.
So,
I just think
I
the
know
big
I
companies
used to
sell
love
out.
Elio's pizza when I was little, and it doesn't. Last time I had I had a box, just doesn't taste the same.
you put it in the microwave, it's doughy. You put it in the oven, and it's like there's no cheese on it, so it all it's the weirdest. Elio's is like the bottom of the
It
barrel.
has to be in a toaster oven. It can't
Even
even
that.
be in a.
It's like,
I don't know. I just remember like that'd be something we had on a Friday night sometimes, and I remember it being like magical when I was younger.
Yeah, when you're young,
And
ramen noodles were magical when I was younger.
Oh
Yeah,
God,
even those went downhill.
Right, because who is an adult? Let's be honest. Like if you had your choice of any food on any given day, random day, you might be like, for some reason, I have a taste for ramen noodles. But on any given day, it's not something as an adult who's culinary, who cooks and has spent years enjoying food wants to reach for. It's something like a go-to. When you're younger, it's a go-to. Like when you're younger, you're like, whatever. Like rice-a-roni was a go-to for me when I was younger. I don't cook that. I don't really cook it. I like real rice now. You know, I like to do things.
I
right.
might still cook rice-a-roni. I like this Spanish rice.
Occasionally, but that was like a go-to. Like there was just certain things that
Hamburger helper.
Exactly.
That changed. It don't taste the same.
No, it didn't change. It changed. It was all it's garbage back then. It's garbage now. We just
Well, it's even garbageier now.
I don't like Hamburg, so it did nothing for me.
You don't like hamburger?
Oh, I can enjoy.
I don't like burgers. Nothing.
What? That's weird.
Nope.
Joe's an alien, y'all. We just found out she's an alien.
Just ground you up some Angus steak.
I don't
fix it
like red
a
meat
burger.
in general for the most part. Like I don't eat steak once in a while, but I don't really like red meat much. So
Nah.
I don't mind
meatballs, and I'll maybe eat one.
Your arteries will thank you for it later anyway.
Don't worry, I supplement it with plenty of other bad shit. But yeah, no, I'm just not a big red meat person.
How long have we been here?
Forever.
2 hours, 26 minutes.
Oh, that.
All right. How many people in the chat? How many people watching? Am I doing one more blunt? Or are we wrapping this up? I'll take a poll. But quickly respond. I'll let the chat decide.
It says about 7 of them. Lucky 7. Lucky
Yeah, there's
number
7 people watching.
Oh my God, it's so busy over here. It's such a incredible. I've never seen the room so filled before. Never been this many people in chat before.
Oh, I've seen more.
Come on, KB, if you just came in, I'm taking a vote real quick. Am I smoking one more blunt? Are we ending this? Drew J, everybody, what's up? The 8 of you, I guess, that are in here now. Oh, it says 9 on my screen. Okay, well, the 9 of you.
Hey, we got the night owls coming in.
All right, we got 1 for Keats. Somebody keep score. Joe, can you keep score?
I keep score.
For Keats.
We got 1 for Keats. So, Deb, Drew K, KB.
Drew J.
Oh, KB
KB, 1 more. That's 2.
Throw some mo, KB says. Keats says stay.
That seems like the same people are voting. There's got to be other people. Even if you're lurking, you can vote. We won't judge you.
So I'm here.
I'm in the chat,
so Crack's got 2 now. He counts twice.
What that means, Drew J counts twice.
Oh,
too.
Deb, we got 4.
Okay.
So we're almost 7. So right now I'm counting as a viewer because I'm on my phone. So
I am.
We got almost majority.
I too am my viewer. I forgot I was there.
Y'all don't care about me. Y'all like my friends.
I
That's
gotta
up
plug
to you. You're the boss.
My iPad
You're the
is
master
down
of
to
the destiny.
19%. I gotta plug it in.
Yeah, plug your plat in.
You are the player. You.
Wouldn't it be nice, like during an intermission like this, if I could just play some comedy, some funny comedy or something? Keith, can you come in and do some stand-up comedy? I know you have something written down. Come on. Keith, come live on the mic and do some stand-up comedy. 2 minutes of Keith stand-up comedy.
Yes.
All right. How about this? Anytime I do a Friday night fucking crazy stream that you're not expecting, someone's expected to come in and do 2 minutes of comedy.
Oh,
Start
shoot.
writing your fucking skits, guys.
If I knew that, buddy.
Oh, you don't have to do it tonight.
I'll have to draw up some new bingo cards or something. You didn't like my last bingo card.
Okay.
I'll have to make a better bingo card for us.
Who's up, Deb? You got some comedy written down? Come on, who's a comedian? One of you motherfuckers got to be funny. Drew J, you funny? Come on, who wants to come and do some comedy?
Smelling.
Friday night stand-up right here on this stream. Something like you've never expected. I should get my friend Ryan Singer to come in here and do. He would do it. He's a paranormal fucking comedian. He's hilarious too.
Cool.
You should. All right.
Even surprisingly enough, Bobcat Goldthwait is a fucking. He's really into the paranormal. He's got documentaries about this shit and everything. And surprisingly enough, that's how I found out some of the racist shit about Jay Leibner was through that whole connection, which is kind of funny. And then I found out about all the racism and the fucking cryptozoology and the Bigfoot community and them like likening Michelle Obama and Serena Williams to Bigfoot and shit and talking. It's like, wow.
Sweaty balls.
2 minutes.
2 minutes.
2 minutes.
You have
I
2
can
minutes?
do this. Raise your hand if you've ever traded a power tool to smoke crack on a dilapidated mattress behind a burnt down house. No?
Nope, never
Nobody.
done.
Nope.
Not
Well, this is awkward. Sorry. I missed the mark. I thought this was the AA meeting.
Well, all the cool kids are playing something called, what do they call it? Twisted Wish or something. It's where
Sister.
you make,
Yeah.
where you make a
Twisted
wish and
Sister.
no, it's where you make a wish and then someone else is granted, but like say, I wish I could be a millionaire, but another player says granted, but the value of $1 is now worthless. You
just ruined my 2 minutes, so I hope you can sit with that and feel good about it.
My day is complete, Pete.
Well, you know, she's the Karen at every fucking comedy show. You know you're not funny, right? Like, I don't even want to hear you. I didn't come here for that. I didn't come here for a comedy show. What? You're at a comedy store or a comedy bar or a comedy place. But okay. Wow.
A comedy place. Yeah.
Comedy place.
Yeah, comedy.
It's
comedy. Is there an H or is there an R? I'm forgetting.
Comedy.
Harmony?
Keats, I got roasted by Tracy Morgan once.
Pierce Morgan?
Tracy Morgan. The comedian?
Oh, I thought you said Pierce Morgan. I was like, what were you on fucking daytime television on the BBC?
That was me. Yeah, he
That's
was like,
crazy.
Fuck you, Dickie, like you're a fucking yank bastard. Like, fuck you can go suck a long one, you fuckface.
I had a date.
You nonce.
With the chick that porking the redhead royal guy.
It wasn't me.
That's what he said.
It wasn't me.
Pierce Morgan.
No.
No. You said Tracy Morgan.
The black comedian, actor.
Mm-hmm. I'm elongating my 2 minutes if you don't realize this.
You're supposed to.
No. I think that's it, right? Has it been 2 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there you
Somebody
go. And
thank you.
Thank you.
Give him a round of applause, ladies.
We're on some Keats.
Yay.
You can still stay.
They're throwing roses at you, Keats.
Well, I appreciate it.
Encore.
They really love you.
I'm sitting here on the floor. I'm not lying to you. I'm sitting on I've gotten this weird whisper of being really interested in not killing spiders, but saving them. But what are we saving? They own this fucking place. And so I'm sitting here with a wine glass over a fucking hobo spider. Like, how do I get him to get up? And so I start blowing. Oh, he did it! He did it! Up!
Actually,
you did it! No,
it's a miracle.
You did it! Okay, wait. I need a top. I can't just walk out with an open glass. And this fucking god-killing fucking killer machine is gonna fucking go into my throat and turn me into Hellraiser.
If the
You know?
first pair of legs are long, it's a male. If the first pair of legs are short, it's a female. So what you gonna name it?
Well, I'm gonna name it Hubert
the
because
fuck
I
out.
think that's an asexual name. Because I'm not sure how long these legs are.
No, it's okay.
So Hubert, name your daughter this. Hubert.
Hubert it is. Hubert the spider.
Hubert the spider. Oh, okay. Oh, fuck. I gotta get like a. My dog is like, what are you doing?
Is the dog going
I'm
to eat it?
saving your life. That's what I'm doing. That's why I'm here.
Poisonous
A
spider?
home for Hubert.
I don't think
full
so, but
adventure.
it could be. I'm a fucking like invalid when it comes to like poisonous insects. I'm like, oh, it's really pretty. And I get bit. I have to get my arm amputated.
Most spiders aren't poisonous.
Wow,
What part of
it's
the
really
States are you
cool
in?
that he's got an hourglass on his chest.
Oh no, that one's
That's
poisonous.
not a
You may
him.
want- yeah, you may want to actually smash that one with something.
No.
Oh,
Oh,
snake
no.
has
Just put them up.
So the great
It's black
spider
with a
weaves
red,
the web of the sky. You know,
black with a
Anasazi
little
and
red
Zuni.
hourglass on it. You don't.
Oh, and you want
want
to get some good news that I heard recently? So a
Good
woman,
booze?
good news.
Oh,
This
yeah.
woman in the Blue Hills, which is not too far from the hood in Boston, came across a rattlesnake. It's like a 6-foot fucking rattlesnake. But they actually said that rattlesnakes only exist in 4 or 5 different areas here, and they're on the decline.
Huh. So what'd she do with it?
She didn't do shit. She took a picture of it and minded her business, let that motherfucker go on about his
She
business.
took a
smart.
selfie.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And was like, no
Danger
thanks.
noodle.
I'm not fucking laundry, whatever his name is. I'm terrible at topical comedy. Brian Laundry,
I don't know.
you
who
know.
Brian-
Gabriel Petito. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't.
No?
She owes me
Nobody? Is it
Nope.
It's
She owes
not
me
probably
money.
Gabriel because she's a woman.
Yeah.
She wouldn't be called Gabriel.
Oh, she owes me money.
Gabby
Gabby, yeah.
Petito.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she owes me money.
Oh. Isn't that the girl that's in the news or whatever?
Well, she's as nude as the news, but she's in an autopsy form. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
She's off the meds again, is she?
No, she's dead.
Oh, she's
It's
dead.
it's
That's well,
it's a
yeah, she's
terrible
off the
case.
meds.
I get this though because like there are many people that go missing, especially on reservations, and through fucking sex trafficking and everything. But this one, because she was a van life influencer, everyone's like, "Oh my god, what's happening?" And this
Because
dude
she's who?
drove back. He killed his girlfriend, drove back to his parents' house, wasn't a person of interest, and then just bailed. So now he's a person of interest. I'm like, dude, I can fucking gumshoe this. He killed her. They found her body. You haven't heard this story?
I haven't heard of it. I know they found the body. I just know how far it went.
I've heard of it, but I just don't understand why all of a sudden they're making her so important out of all the other people that are getting.
Amen.
She was an influencer. That's why.
Yes, because she was a van life influencer.
A what influencer?
Van life. She traveled the country. With her
Hashtag van life.
Oh, she was a little nomad chick,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden she shows up dead. Big surprise there.
Like that never happens ever.
Well, I mean, there had to be one. And like, this is a big thing in this generation. Everyone's, I'll just gut out this van. We'll go to cafes to find Wi-Fi, and I'll fucking do graphic design on Fiverr. And, we'll support our gas intake and also, whatever else, food, whatever they need. This generation's like, we don't need to subscribe except, this fucking monstrosity happened because this is absolutely human in a dark way. I'm leaving this spider in a wine glass, by the way. that's
You know he'll
upside
die
down.
without oxygen, right?
Don't bum me out like that. Okay, I gotta find it.
Just get a piece of paper, slide it
I
under.
know. I gotta do it.
Go
Is
put
he
it back in its natural
Hello,
habitat.
McFly.
Don't
Is
biff
it
me.
fuzzy or is it spindly?
Hey, Keeps.
Yeah.
You know what I'm gonna do for you?
Oh my God, I got out. No.
Get
Yay!
up.
Run,
All right.
spider.
I'm glad I
Run
came
to
here.
it.
Thank you for
Keith,
that.
we're so glad you came here.
That's what she said.
I did say.
Oh, the dude held a press conference saying she was abducted. Well, the fucked up thing. I don't want to go too deep into the story. It's like all over the news, but I get the backlash. It's like, why is it this one instant? It's because she had a ton of followers. That these people were influencers, quote unquote, where, missing people go through the tundra of terrible all over the fucking country. And
Every day.
they don't ever fucking, the news doesn't ever talk about that.
The news doesn't even do a weekly list of people missing in their area. Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. Every now and then there's these cases that they pick up and make a big, huge think about.
It's terrible that her body was found, and you know what's fucked up? A YouTuber, another van life person, was driving by the van and had dash cam footage, and that's how
I
they
saw
found
that
her
shit,
body. Or I almost said her booty, which is also pertinent, but not what I meant.
Because they saw the van, the back door was open, then it closed, so somebody was in the van, and they didn't realize
Right.
until later that they captured it. Yeah, I saw all that stuff too as well.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's just riddled. And I see people, especially in kind of the YouTube game, they're all just getting donations and money.
Yeah,
covering this
making
shit.
videos about it.
Oh my God.
Now it's clickbait, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Exactly. Hashtags and shit.
It's dark.
That's wrong.
Yeah.
Who am I?
But because she had however many followers on Instagram, she's
Yeah. Pretty little young girl. That's going to
not that she doesn't deserve it, just other people do too. And we're not
if you
following
put a
the
spotlight on missing people much more often, people wouldn't go missing as easy or as much.
Yeah.
I gotta ask the obvious question.
And that's my 2-minute comedy routine, everyone.
Why? I mean, I wonder what happened that she ended up dead to begin with.
Well, you have that they had a tumultuous relationship. There was literally dash cam footage and body cam footage from police cruisers they had an altercation a week before she went missing where she hit him, he pushed her up against the car, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So you also, there's just a lot of stuff to this, You don't know.
People hang on to it. It's another OJ situation. Just really integrated.
No, it ain't like the OJ shit at all. No. You can't
Well,
compare that to OJ.
if you mean that, he didn't do it, because he definitely did.
His son.
What do you mean?
His son did it. First of all, he may have been there. He may have been part of it, but his son definitely did it.
Who? OJ's son did it?
Yes.
Oh.
You need to go.
Everything I know is wrong.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of information about his son and what was going on, his criminal background, everything and stuff that's come out. So his son.
If the glove does not fit, then you must acquit.
But I bet you it fits his son.
Well, you don't need to wear fitting gloves to kill a human.
Well, if you watched every stupid fucking, including his father played in movies where he would wear black gloves and a black hat and a black outfit.
Not lethal.
No, it's
Naked Gun.
Naked Gun.
Yeah.
So, that was if you remember back in the day, that's what robbers and murderers were. They were all black with black gloves and a black mask, and everything was black. So that was that was the MO. If you watched a lot of stupid movies.
I never heard this. I never heard that.
I haven't heard this either. That's really interesting.
I'll find it was something I was watching recently too. In fact, and they were talking all about that. I don't know if it was some doc. I don't know what the fuck I was watching, but it was all about that.
The kids were teenagers, weren't they?
He was. I think he was probably. He was probably. I don't remember how old he was, but he may have been like 19 or whatever. But he was a little shit. He was into some shit.
Did OJ only have the 2 kids, or did he have more?
No, he had 4. He had two with the previous.
Okay.
The 2 older ones and then the 2 young ones with Nicole.
That's what I was thinking of, the 2 that he had with Nicole. So you're talking about like his older kids that he had not with Nicole. That makes sense.
Says just watch the footage of the son running out of the woods, but I'm like, it was done in the doorway of their Beverly Hills home. What did the woods have to be?
I don't know about the woods, but
Wonder why the son would. I wonder what that MO was about. That's interesting.
Well, and then OJ publishes a book that basically, if I would have done it, this is how I would have done it. Like, the dude has no tact. I'm not saying that it's him, but Jesus Christ.
I am going to have to look that up. That's quite interesting.
Yeah.
Just saying. Okay.
So Jiggy, before that information came out about the son, did you think OJ did it until
I from the very beginning I thought that it was him and his son. Like most people thought it was him and Al, whatever. I was like, it wasn't Al. It was him and his son. The son's rage would come from seeing his father complaining about this woman, fucking taking his money, driving his cars with this young fucking dudes and fucking these young dudes, blah, blah, blah. And the son probably had the same rage, because that's a rage kill. But
Nicole Brown Simpson went to the same high school I did for a time in Southern California. Yeah. And they kept her in like the, terrorist alumni or alumnus. And I was like, really?
But that
there's some way to boost the school.
Nicole Brown Simpson and the terrorist alumnus.
And if he idolized his dad too, think about that. Like, his dad's OJ Simpson. Once, probably, yeah.
I never heard this, but I know that, tactfully, ever since, OJ's made every wrong move. And the whole thing was, it was just a rough and tumble.
Like, what's his name? Ennis Carter. Ennis Cosby, Bill Cosby's son.
Yep.
Like, that was a setup.
Who died?
Him? Yeah, he got murdered. He got murdered. Fucking, his car breaks down and he gets murdered on the side of a road by some random Russian dude. Yeah, okay.
Drew J, you're talking about
Bill Cosby's son.
Ennis Carter.
No, Drew J was talking about Cato Kalin.
Oh, Jesus
right?
Christ.
No. I'm talking about
no. I'm talking about the comments.
Something in the live chat.
Oh.
Yeah, why was OJ just cruising his Bronco with all his police cars following like a scene from the Blue? And I will say,
he wanted media attention. He wanted that media attention. He knew exactly what he was doing. Oh, I feel so bad, and I got my boy Al here. I'd be like, motherfucker, you better get out my car. I don't give a fuck. Get out your car, motherfucker. They ain't following. They ain't gonna shoot my black ass. You get on out here and go talk to them. You better deal with this shit.
Well, actually, I don't actually remember if it was Cato Kalin driving, but I know he was.
No, it was Al Collins. It was definitely
Al Collins. Yeah,
he was another football player, a friend of his.
Yeah.
No, Cato Kalin was he lived at OJ's house, I believe. He was like
that's right.
Yeah, he lived in his fucking guest house or some shit.
I want to say it was like a pool boy or something, but I don't think that's right. But
he was a shitty soap opera actor.
I was gonna say it's an actor. Yeah, he's an actor.
Who knows why he was living at OJ's crib?
Probably to kill Nicole Brown Simpson and the waiter.
He's like, I can't do it, OJ.
And where are they now?
And you live here?
Kardashians, because their dad was one of the lawyers.
Robert Kardashian.
Cato Kalin did it because he's got small hands.
No, he ain't. That dude ain't got a fuck. He couldn't do that shit. That motherfucker would have snitched in a second. He'd have been in the police station like, all right, I did it, but OJ made me do it. He told me I'd live rent free for the rest of my life in his guest house.
And he was going to get his 15 minutes of fame.
Exactly.
Absolutely. I mean, that entire trial was. It was like the Menendez brothers. It was what was the most recent one? It was Jodi Arias.
Oh, Joni Arias.
That was another one of those. Yeah.
Is that the one that killed her roommate in another country or some shit?
No, she killed her. Oh, that's Amanda Knox. This is she killed her boyfriend. Took photo.
Oh, damn.
And yeah,
bitches be cray
that
cray.
I remember that. That was like 2014, 15 or something, and I remember that being on the television. That's another, scandal by trial kind of thing, because she totally murdered her boyfriend in the shower.
Some crazy fucking people in this world, man.
Yeah.
You ain't gotta, you don't gotta kill me. Just tell me to leave. Shit. You don't like me, just
Seriously,
let me go.
right?
You need
Don't
money?
have to ask me twice.
No, you don't. Like, seriously, bye. Bye, Felicia.
I know. Like, just
I know when
fucking
I
walk it off.
overstayed my welcome.
I'm good. Like, Jesus.
Walk it off. Just don't do it with a steak knife. Fuck. Hey.
Can you not murder me, please? There's
Seriously.
got to be somebody better for you somewhere in the world. Come on, I get no respect at all. Don't murder me now.
But there are testaments, to these cyclical nature of like common, wonder. And since Jodi Arias or whatever, this is the new one, which is Gabby Petito.
Yeah. Well,
and this is the other.
She lived her life in front of a lens, so that's what people are doing. They're carrying on her death the same way,
Yeah.
I guess. I mean, it's like if I died, the whole world need to know. Like, I guess. I mean, if somebody murders me, could you find them, please? But I don't think the whole world needs to be on.
Can you find them, please?
Get a little retribution, I'm
Can
just
you
saying.
please find them? Can you do your job?
Can there be some justice, please?
Yeah, whatever kind of justice you feel like delving out, that's on you. I'm just saying, do due diligence.
Yeah.
Well, and then there was a bunch of YouTubers I remember that were like, making money off of these recent tragedies. And that's what it is now, too, with this Gabby thing. I have a friend who's in the business of, reviewing movies, and he moved to reporting on the Free Britney stuff. It got him an exponential amount of new subscribers. And so what once was like chatting and reviewing about films is now about Free Britney, and now it's all about Gabby. And it's like, you guys are fucking salt liquor when it comes to this shit.
Well, Keith,
You're licking the casket.
But Keith, that's what it is. That's what
Yeah.
again, the all sensationalism and entertainment, and all that type of stuff is what brings in the big bucks. Nobody cares about the truth. Nobody cares about beyond one person being murdered, rather than focus on, even with that one person, uses the time to focus on all these other people who are missing in that same area, or people who found same circumstances, spousal abuse, whatever, and stuff. Take some kind of stance behind it, and it's the way it goes. That's not how money works. That's not what these people are in it for. Clearly, you can see it in all this stuff. Like, you're sensationalizing bullshit. You can go take that hashtag, just take her name, go on Twitter right now, somebody, and just see if you can find the first 100 or first even 10 or 20 things associated with that hashtag on Twitter. How many of it actually has to do with her, and how many is it just some random person using that hashtag to raise themselves in the algorithm for some fight video or some titty video or some stupid shit that has nothing to do with this girl's death? Tells
How
you a
do
lot.
people sleep? I don't sleep well.
They
and
sleep
I don't fuck
comfortably.
with drama.
They sleep very comfortably at night.
At least
that's
I
the
don't
world we live
cry.
in.
I don't
Well,
cry.
think about, all the people that have gone missing. You know how I think, Jiggy, we were talking one time about like the people that disappear in national parks all the time, right?
Yeah.
The missing 411. Like, nobody talks about that. People randomly disappear, like, and it's like they even said the numbers are underreported. Like, maybe someone should look at that. I don't know.
What's even crazier is the number of unsolved, like people who are like Jane Does and John Does and stuff like that. Like, how do you live in a country where people reported missing? Like, how do you get found, and even when they have facial recognition and they can put faces back together, that these people are never identified? Like, nobody's missing these people anywhere.
And dental records and all that stuff. Like,
I know you've talked about this, Jiggy, but like the the Latin name for finding patterns. It's not like the idiometer effect, but it's similar. Like humans find patterns, and it's like I don't know if you've ever were familiar with the smiley face killer.
Yeah, the smiley face killer. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just like when law enforcement and investigators are just like at the like, how does this happen? You know, and they see a smiley face
Yeah.
near.
Yeah.
You know, and it's never like a consistent smiley face. It's just what people graffiti on a fucking wall. Like, yeah, everyone wants an easy answer.
There's no easy answers. It just isn't. Even with DNA testing has revolutionized how they're able to solve crimes, but even that isn't helping them solve every crime. They've not been able to solve every fucking cold
No,
case that's sitting there.
It's DNA. It only you know.
Well,
if
they're
it's
doing
contaminated. It's
right, or even if they even collected it, because you got to remember, there's a point in time when that wasn't even something that detectives or the police or anything even thought of. Like, why would we take somebody's blood away from a crime scene? And you know, where are we going to store it? What are we going to do with it? What are we going to keep tissue samples for? Anything, you know, even in crimes, semen, blood, and they didn't keep any of that shit. They had no place to store it. Then it came a time when they did, and a lot of that stuff got destroyed over the years. Where now, you know, they're very consistent with it. They can take it and get it done quickly and find out DNA. They can tell you who your relative. They can track you through your relatives. They solve crimes through fucking ancestry.coms and all those type of different things just by your relatives and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's revolutionizing. They're better at it.
I find it odd too, the Amanda Knox story, where I get it. Like, you were holed up probably for wrongful cause in an Italian jail, and you're out here kind of making your coin saying this is bullshit, I'm glad I'm free. I get that to a degree, but at the same time, it's like, wouldn't you want to just put that past you?
Well, I mean, I'm sure it cost her a lot of money to defend herself too. I'm sure it cost her family a lot, her reputation, everything. I mean, you're not, once you've been sensationalized like that, how do you come back here and get a regular job or anything? Like, what could she really do back here in America? Because she was vilified in another country for murder. So, I mean, I'm sure the process for her is like, you know, what can I do? And I got all these people calling me and wanting to do interviews. Like, fuck it. You know, I can't, that's about the only thing I can do at this point. Tell my side of the story.
I wouldn't know. You know, I wouldn't know in that point of how to do that.
Let her move on and live a normal life and not be like, oh my God, are you Amanda Knox? Like, will she ever have that? You know, she'll never be a regular person again.
She could be at some point. I mean, you could move somewhere. I wouldn't know her from a can of paint. I know her name, but if she could be standing next to me right now, I'd never know it was Amanda Knox. So I'm sure, you know, at some point, there's some place where people just aren't going to recognize her. She's not Beyonce. She's not, you know, a figure that everybody's going to recognize.
I can't judge someone that is truly wrongfully accused and they spend their time going, no, this was bullshit. That's exactly what I would do.
Well, you know what's interesting is think about Monica Lewinsky, right? The most hated woman or whatever at one time.
No, she's great.
But what she did, what did
Big
she
fan.
do? She went away kind of quiet, though. She went away quietly. You didn't
She
hear
makes
from
purses
her.
now.
She does make purses, but she was able to recreate a life for herself. But no one heard from her for so many years.
She did nothing wrong.
No.
She didn't. But think about it. It's the fucking president, right?
Right.
But everywhere you went, they're spoofing her on Saturday Night Live. Like, she could not, like, she was, you know, I remember that's when the internet was just really becoming a thing and trying to
Will Ferrell sketch, Saddam Hussein, Monica Lewinsky, and
but she was smart where she didn't talk. I remember the first interview she gave, like 5 or 7 years later, they said no one had actually heard her voice because she never talked to press. She didn't do interviews. She just stayed.
No, they heard her voice because they had the tapes with her and that reporter. That's how all the shit got leaked. So
And
you definitely
Paula-
heard her voice.
But they were saying like live though, me like you heard the recording, but to hear her speak like besides recorded tapes and all that, like that was the first time to hear her talk and not even defend herself, but just kind of talk about what happened. But she was able to become successful doing something else. But I really think it's because she kind of went away.
Well, of course you would after all of that. I mean, You'd
But
think
the
OJ would too.
Nope.
well, the girl that the stripper, what's her name? That came out that said that she was, because I mean, let's face it, Bill
Stormy.
Clinton slept with everyone. She
Yeah.
she was talking to everybody, right? So everyone, that's what I mean. The difference, like, I don't think
I can't
she was.
wash out her description of Trump member in my
Yeah, but look
brain.
at her now. Where's Stormy Daniels now?
Well, it didn't work.
She's doing
I mean, I'm not saying that that's a win for Trump.
Yeah.
He's obviously a fucking piece of shit. But yeah, it's just all weird timing when it comes to litigation. It's very damning about when this comes up. It's only because I don't want to say much more. But I it's not that I don't trust her. I think her description of Trump's member is very descriptive of how I see Trump.
I didn't even listen to all that. I didn't even need to hear all that. I didn't even want to listen to all that. That was good.
But
I don't really care if the man fucked a stripper or not. To be honest with you, that's the least. Same thing.
Of course not.
I wouldn't care about fucking a female president getting the fucking eaten in the fucking behind it. Do your fucking job. That's all I care about.
I feel the same way. That's like your personal life. Do what you want, as long as you're not beating up.
They're gonna do it anyway.
I had a stepdad during the Monica Lewinsky scandal. I said I had a stepdad, right? There's been many. But this one was like, I don't give a shit if he's popping a pimple on his ass. We don't need to know about that. It doesn't affect his job.
Exactly. I said the same thing. Like, that's like
I'm not advocating people stepping out on their fucking spouses or anything. I'm just saying, like, it's in the big scheme of things, it's just shit that people do. Human beings do stupid shit, and that's, I guess,
it's human. It's very relatable. We don't want to put people on ivory towers.
Why'd they gotta browbeat the public with it, though?
Well, because that's what sells.
I guess.
And
it has not changed.
Nope.
This Gabby, I always figured it out. Petito.
We know who
this whole thing is all of that. It's the Menendez brothers again. It's fucking OJ again. It's fucking it's all of it.
It's TV again. It's news.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed.
What's her face? That shot her. She was that
She was
stupid,
the madam and shit you're talking about?
No, she was the teenager, Amy something, that she shot the wife of the mechanic she was sleeping with, some old gross greasy guy.
Oh, Lolita.
So they made like 3 movies. Like Alyssa Milano played her, Drew Barrymore played her. She was called.
Kubrick made
the
a
Long
Lolita.
Island Lolita.
Yeah,
oh, you're talking about Amy.
Yeah.
Amy, not Amy Smart. Amy. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm going to bed.
Yeah.
Good night, Buzz.
We can review
Good night,
films.
Keats. Good night, Julie.
Talk about serial
Good night,
killers
all.
and shit into the bed. Think happy thoughts before you go to sleep.
Okay.
I'll be thinking happy thoughts before I go to sleep.
Happy good thoughts. Happy joy.
Happy joy. That's a Ren and Stimpy.
Don't worry,
dig
be
it.
happy.
Now go to sleep. Good morning. Good evening. Good day. Good night. Good afternoon. Au revoir. Adios. Arrivederci. Dos vidania. Aloha. What else is there? I don't know. Goodbye. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow. Who knows?